Here we go. Welcome back to the first OurTeam podcast of the year. It's been 3 weeks. I'm sure you missed us. You know, we definitely missed you. We got a bit of a switch up today. Matt Mojo has busted a tooth and has had some emergency surgery. So, you know, hope you're feeling better, bro. Send some thoughts and W's and prayers and stuff in the chat and all of that stuff for Matt's good health.
Yeah, nothing's going to help more than sending W's. Thanks.
Yeah, I heard they have healing powers.
Oh my God.
It's been we're recording this on Saturday the 7th of January. It's been a very quiet day in the 2K universe. It's as if we didn't already have 3 weeks to catch up on. It's been like the wildest day. So we're going to get into everything and we are going to kick off with 250. But let me introduce who we got first. Josh, welcome back.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Felt good to be back on the podcast. Definitely missed all of you. And as you can see, I'm rocking the bonnet today.
That was like a 6 out of 10 for awkward, wasn't it? That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Ben, how you doing, man? Welcome back.
Thank you for having me again, man. It's been a minute. You know, first time I was a little nervous. Now I feel good. I feel comfortable. So glad to be back.
That's good. I'm going to start a new thing called Rate the Intro. That was like a 9 out of 10. That was good. I like that one. Yeah.
Oh, you're such
I'll take it.
I thought it was a Knicks fan thing, but I just see it.
Couldn't be happier to have two of you on the podcast. That's great. What I want.
I just know the Chicago Bulls not talking right now.
We didn't even get to the intros and the smoke stuff.
Didn't Jalen Brunson give him 30?
I've been asking to blow the team up for 4 years, dude. I'm not trying to hear this right now. There's never been any hype over here.
I'm sorry.
Luke,
Caruso left his ankles on the baseline, by the way. Just saying, Brunson.
I lost. This is the earliest I ever lost control of a podcast. Luke, how you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic. It's been 3 weeks since I've been on the podcast, so I'm a little rusty. But just know in about 2 weeks' time, when I come back, I'm going to be speaking like a side character from Top Boy.
What? Like what? Kalo?
Somebody. I haven't decided yet. Just wait till I get the dialect down. In it.
In it, bro. Yeah. In it, bro. DFS, what's good, man? How you doing?
Doing great, Jazz. Thanks for having me again. This is the 4th time. That's pretty crazy. Really appreciate you guys having me on. Shout out to everybody in here with us today. Much love for you guys, man.
Who did I miss?
Jacob.
Me, probably.
The most awkward one.
I'm okay with not doing an intro since you hate mine so much. You know it.
You are. No. Jacob, how you doing?
I'm doing swell, man. It's Saturday, 250 day. Didn't go as planned, but hey, we're here back on the podcast, so definitely can't complain.
Just for using the word swell, I'm giving you a 4 out of 10. That's wild.
That's a solid 5.5.
I don't think you use the word swell until you're at least 45.
But old head's a mindset, not an age, man. You know, it is what it is. I won't deny it anymore.
Josh, what is good? You keep turning your... He turns his camera on. Turns it back on.
I'm so confused.
He's just changing headwear. Just,
you know what I'm saying?
Let him rock. Let him cook.
Let him cook.
Gotta keep it fresh, man. You know, the highlight of the podcast. Gotta get the highlights on. You know what I mean?
All right, guys, like, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff. Got that out of the way. I remember this time. That's already a W. This is gonna go well.
I just have to say, the hat doesn't have to be that bright, right? Like you could have got one that's toned down a little bit.
Oh no, I got navy blue. I got a white one. I got a red one, pink one.
That would not work with the green screen.
Okay, Dipset. All right.
I will put on my shades, but they're actually broken. You know, I have shades, but it's like I had to wear them like this.
You look like a budget Macho Man Randy Savage right now. I'm gonna.
Look, this part broke, so it's not even like fully complete. Try to hold it like this. We're gonna get some duct tape. Fix that right up real soon. Don't worry.
Duct tape is wild. All right, listen, guys. We had a big day today, right? Let's get into it. We know where we need to start. Like I said, I had a whole plan of things we were going to talk about in order, but the last 4 hours has been the last 4 hours. So I think we got to start with 250K and what has happened today and Fallout and all of the other stuff. Who wants to kick us off with this? Lou, you kick us off. What's your thoughts on today?
I mean, realistically, it's the same every time we have a qualifier. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just unfazed at this point, but it didn't really feel too much different. Big names getting 70% glitched, people mad. I feel like there wasn't really any surprise people who qualified today or are in a position to qualify at this point. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not paying attention. Yeah. Or there's just no names that I don't already recognize.
Yeah. I mean, the big thing that has happened today, so just to put it out there, the big thing that's happened is Splash got 69% glitched and then 70% glitched. And I believe the same thing happened to Wall. Is that right? At some point.
Splash ended up getting unglitched after an hour and 45 minutes. The guy finally quit. Dedication, truly.
Yeah. Hour and 45 minutes, he got back on the grind. So it is a big thing. I mean, it's kind of taken over the day, Splash specifically. I'm just going to give my thoughts on this, and then we just got to talk about this tournament as a whole, I think, of where we're going from here, what the plan is. The reason this is a big deal is, I watch Splash stream daily. He's a friend of the podcast. We know what he does, and there's a lot of bravado with Splash, the way he kind of presents himself as like he's kind of unfazed by anything. But let's talk about the reality. This guy has invested thousands of dollars in packs over the last couple of weeks to build a squad. He's been streaming 12, 14, 15 hours a day. He genuinely plays the game more than anyone I know. There is no one who plays this game and puts more hours into the game than Splash. So everything he's been doing for the last 5-6 weeks has been building up to this moment. And the outcome has been he had no say in it. And from what I understand, he glitched once, paid the guy to quit, and then immediately glitched again. And this time for an hour and 45 minutes. Jacob, what's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, I could go on for a whole hour and 45 podcast with nobody in this call by myself ranting about this tournament.
I think that's called a stream.
Yeah, I mean, I could. And, it's for a couple different reasons why. And I'm not going to take all that time to explain it. So I'll just kind of give a quick synopsis. So it's been too many years of the same thing. A lot of these problems that we're seeing even on today were the exact same problems we saw in 2K22, 21, 20. Look, I get it. A lot of people are going to say, oh, it's not that big of a deal. They want as many people to compete in the tournament as possible. It does a good job of this. It does a good job of that. I don't talk about much with my professional work, with my content creation whatsoever, but I'll just throw a little hint out there. And I'll say that I occasionally work with certain things in esports.
Yeah.
We're not in a good spot here if you want this taken anywhere near serious as an esport or anywhere close to it. It's nowhere even on that scale of like competitive integrity, stuff like that actually goes into running like an actual competitive structured tournament for anything, whether that be an esport or traditional sport. It's not great. It's not great at all. Yes, it's better than nothing. So that's why I'm not going crazy about it. And no, I'm not mad because I haven't qualified or anything like that. I enjoy watching it as much as I've enjoyed playing in it. Yeah. I really do. I'm always in Splash's stream, Ty's stream, you name it. Like I'll go watch a competitive stream with the volume off. Like I do enjoy competitive MyTeam. So I just want to see the tournament torn down, uprooted, something new, something fresh next year. Probably good to leave current gen in the dust because that 70% glitch has kind of plagued that whole entire console for the past 4 years from a 250 aspect. It's just not great. I appreciate that it exists. I appreciate that they're doing something. We've done this for 4 years now, and never once has there been a year without major issues in actually every qualifier day. So we just really appreciate it a lot if, they decided to make some pretty serious changes towards their professional tournament that they run each year. Whether that be adding more, replacing, we'll just completely change things around because it's not working, honestly.
Yes, I agree. DFS, what's your thoughts on this? Obviously, you're on the 2K stream today, and I will roast you about that in just a second. But yeah, tell me your thoughts on this. Like how you feel about the tournament as a whole right now, what's happened today.
Well, I just want to, echo what you said about Splash because he's the most dedicated dude out there. He's labbing in the wee hours of the night, to, play the game and entertain us. And it is unfortunate what happened. I was in the stream. I know that he already qualified. That's not, anything to say that doesn't take away from what happened today at all.
Yeah.
I just hope that, it gets resolved, and I wish him the best moving forward. And he plays a lot. He works really hard to entertain us, man. I have said 100 times that he's the most entertaining streamer in the community. So I wanted
Yeah, I
to,
agree.
you know, I've been thinking about what's going on, and you know, I'm interested to hear what you have to say about it, all you guys.
Yeah,
I just think
Honestly-
bare minimum, it needs to be like the loss requirements need to be raised. If they're going to do anything at the absolute minimum, they need to raise the amount of losses that you're able to get. That's basically
that's
it.
interesting.
Like
What do you mean
one
by
loss, like one loss is crazy with the issues that we have in the game. Like I'm just saying, if the bare minimum was to be done to improve the tournament system in general, it needed to be raised to like 3 losses.
3
and then you're
losses?
out. Yeah.
I
Just
think
so
I
you
agree.
can get error coded and it doesn't completely derail your chances to qualify.
But the error code, like, because I know they can make a game where they can minimize error code. I don't think it's going to be possible. Maybe it is possible that where there can be like 0 error coding. Maybe that is possible, but I don't think it's likely to happen. So I do agree
No.
with the whole 3 loss system. But the only thing with that though is like the stalling. It's like that's something that they're trying to prevent. And, you know, there's literally people who
I
go
feel
out
like
of their
people
way
would stall
to
less
stall.
though if they were able to continue to play though. A lot of
I
people
don't know.
give up at the very end and they're just like, well, I might as well stall since I'm done after this anyway.
No, I think
Stalling
people
isn't that
stall-
prevalent anymore. It's really not prevalent because they killed the pause timers. The pauses are only 20 seconds now, and you only get 4 of them per game. And the
So you don't think
menu
they would
timers.
increase? You don't think stalling would increase if they add?
I
like,
don't
a
think it
3
matters
loss
with the
system?
way they have it right now. The most you can stall somebody is for a total of 40 plus 40, 80 seconds of timeouts and 2 minutes of pause timing. The longest you could possibly stall someone for in a 250 game is about 3 minutes now. So I don't think that they did solve that problem.
Unless you
So,
get
like,
the 70%.
they did solve, unless
Yeah,
you get the
okay.
70%,
You can stall
which is
infinite.
truthfully, I apologize if this makes anyone upset, but they just need to be done with current gen. It's been like 3 years and there's a problem.
I don't
that
think
is-
there's nothing wrong with that. Like,
yeah, I
it's
know,
like
because I've
3
said that
years.
before.
Yeah.
Probably said that before they probably should have, like even like last year and stuff. But look, it's been like 2 years now. They should just move completely to next gen from now on because, well, the 70% glitch doesn't happen really on next gen.
There just shouldn't be 2 games. There shouldn't be 2 games. There should just be 1 game that's playable on both consoles, like every other game. That's the issue.
That would
like,
work too. I've got a little idea that's a little different though. Take a little page out of Call of Duty's book. Say you get air coded, you lose a 250, something like that. What if there was like a 250 gulag? Instead of giving people 3 losses,
my.
if you lost or got an air code, you,
You
had
have
to
to
go
win that
play a
next
clutch
game
time game
to
against
get back
somebody
in.
else. Yeah, you had to go play a quick clutch time game against someone else who took an L, and then the winner of that clutch time game can go back into 250.
That's
I
not
think
bad.
I like that.
And then once you
actually
die again, there's no
low-key might
gulag.
work. Yeah, because
Yeah.
like, oh shit, I got air coded. Apologies, but like,
I'm
oh,
not
I got
mad at
air
that.
coded. Like, yeah, all right, let me just win out the gulag real quick and we'll be right back to it. I think that could actually kind of maybe work. Like,
I think that
honestly.
would be a good. That's a good idea. I think
that would
that's
increase some blood feuds within the qualifying system as well, which would be sick. So you know, somebody beat somebody, they came out the gulag, they're going again. I like that. I would watch
Yeah.
The idea
that.
Sometimes
of
you
there
need-
being like a loser jail is
No, sometimes you need no.
It's just like grade
Warzone,
school dodgeball.
you
It's
need
fine.
that. Now you need that to redeploy. You know, you're like, you know what? I got my muscles is stretched. I'm ready. Blood flowing. Yeah, you come back, start popping dudes by 15, 20. Yeah, I like that. I like that idea. I'm not gonna lie. I
I
like
can
that.
see it now. So when Jazz does his tweet to hype up the video, the podcast, Unbeatable Jacob suggests a clutch gulag, a 250K gulag. I could see it now. I see the tweet before it even happens.
Okay.
that might be the
Unironic-
wildest suggestion we've ever had.
Unironically,
think
I
that's
like that
bad, though.
idea. I think it
It's not
could
bad.
provide a lot of entertainment for sure.
I would
Like,
spend a
what
lot
do
of
you
time
think?
in there.
Man,
A
what do you
lot of
think about that
toxicity.
idea?
I'd be in there every other game, truly.
For me, like, so I'm like more on like the casual side of things.
Yeah.
So like speaking just as like a viewer, if I'm in a stream and I want to watch Splash play, like you said, like Splash is the most entertaining streamer in my eyes too.
Yeah.
And, like, just if I'm just trying to like watch my favorite streamer, like it's just from like a casual content side, like that's just bad. Like to have him waiting in the menu for an hour 45, that's just crazy. Like I don't know how 2K can like see that, like an hour 45, your most popular streamer, and he can't get into a game because of like a 70% glitch. Like that's actually crazy to me. So
Yeah.
like from a casual perspective, just watching, like I can't imagine like how frustrated he was. But like if I want to watch my favorite streamer and he's getting stalled, like we're watching the menu, it's crazy. So that's
You
kinda
know
like where
what's
I
funny?
stand.
Because I said it was worse today. It felt worse than any time before. But the reason it's worse is because it was Splash and he was streaming to 2,000 people.
With a
And
blank screen.
like,
What did the comments look like? Like, what was everybody saying?
They weren't good. I don't know if you can believe that.
there's a party going on in there, bro. He
started-
went off. He went off for an hour 45. This is the funny thing about what Med just said is that from a pure entertainment content stream standpoint, that was the most entertaining Splash has ever been. He was cooking for an hour and 45 minutes with just a black screen behind him.
He was showing footage of him dunking on people. Like, it was like a whole thing.
He won me 2000 the entire chat at one point, just started throwing shade at everyone.
He was hawking every single troll comment he possibly could. The chat was moving like 100 messages per second, and like one person would be like, "Oh, if you wouldn't have got air coded, you would have lost because you suck." He like find that one guy and just start going off on him.
He had no filter. He had no, like, watch it back. If you haven't seen it, go watch at least the
You
next
want to go
half
watch
an
it
hour.
back. Every time a troll comment came in there and they're like, "You're still gonna lose to Ty anyway." Oh, it was on, dude. Every single time.
Yeah. It got a bit
Wild.
out of hand at points as well. There was a couple
Oh,
of comments
no,
in that
definitely
chat that were
not.
genuinely off key. Like, yeah, it got
So-
ugly.
We're talking about this, but I was most entertained by watching Ludes today. Just wanna let you
Interesting.
Throw that
That is
out there.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting.
I like watching you play the game, man. So I think it's
That's
funny.
because I feel like a lot of content creators play the game too well, and I don't. So I feel like
Provide a
you
balance,
watch me, and you're really in the trenches with me as being bad. Not you specifically, but everybody.
Oh, I was in the
Man.
trenches, but
Speaking-
I just want to give you a shout out. That's all.
The funniest
Speaking
thing
of
about that.
trenches,
Hold on, one second. The funniest thing about that is I was on DBG's stream for like the first 2 hours. of
I
the
know
class.
everyone was chatting like DBG is watching. I was like, I don't care.
But we were like loading up all the games like when it started. And DBG's like, is Loons playing clutch time right now? Of course it's not.
It was the first online game I had played in 5 days prior to the qualifiers. I needed to
Only
warm
guy
up
that
a little
loaded up
bit.
a 2K stream to play and was just casually playing clutch time, trying to get a centerpiece during the qualifiers.
I was warming up, dude.
Yeah, go on, Josh.
I was gonna say, speaking of trenches, I had a legit meltdown and on Discord with Jazz and Luza yesterday.
Oh yeah,
I didn't
you
even
did.
tell you guys about this.
God.
I punched my desk, and this is a piece of my desk. This is a
Here
piece
we
of
go
my
again.
desk, right? Let me tell you guys,
What did IKEA do to you?
bro. It wasn't even that, bro. It's like limited. Everyone knows I hate that game mode. I hate that game mode. With the requirements, I'm not mad at it. Bro, I literally launched the lotion bottle like straight across the room. Like I was just
No,
going through it. It was
no.
bad. Like I think I punched my desk so hard, my mic unplugged, and like they could not hear me for like a good 10 minutes. And then Josh was like, Josh, you still there? I came back. after I
You're a
lost.
carpenter, right?
Yes.
And you spend your evenings out
Apprentice.
breaking wood. That's what you're doing.
Apprentice.
It,
Yeah.
it was the worst. We literally 3 weeks we went without the podcast, right? So I was like, I'm stressing a little bit. I'm like, I need to get the content together. I can't remember what happened last week. So I'm like, let's all just have a call. So me, Ludes, and Josh casually jump on the call. And the first 40 minutes, me and Ludes are just sitting there listening to this guy rant about limited.
Bro, it's so bad. It is so bad. Like I'll go, man. Like I don't know whose idea it was, man. If you were the dev who created, come talk to me for a second, man. Come on.
How was the
Let's have a-
rebounding
let's have a
situation?
It wasn't even a rebound. I showed them the clips. It's Bailey Howell. If I ever pull you in a pack, I will quick sell you out of pure pettiness, bro, because of what that guy was doing. I don't even care about the profits, bro. You are getting quick sold, bro. There was just no reason you went 7 of 10. Like, bro, how do you go?
He's
like,
proper
you're
going
open-
through it. Can you see this?
You're open for 3. You're open for 3, and the only thing you want to do is run. Like, I hate it, bro. And the fact that I can't get a stop, oh my gosh, I could go on for hours about how bad.
Yeah, you could.
You would think that
Limited
Josh
was, bro.
played this game like 15 minutes ago. How
Bro,
passionate
no,
he's talking
it's-
about
oh,
it. This
man.
was yesterday.
I had to sleep on it. No, I had to sleep on it.
This is you after
that's the
sleeping
last
on
game.
it.
Yeah, no, you know what? I wanted to just remembering what I went through. That was my last game for the night. Like I got off, I went to McDonald's, and y'all was on the phone with me when I was.
Oh yeah, he was in McDonald's on Discord. It was very loud.
I want to ask Med. Med, do you reckon it's a game problem or do you reckon it's a KillaJosh problem?
I don't know. I'm kind of because we had like the whole fiasco with the wall. Like, if you turn your camera a little bit over, maybe like 90 degrees. Yeah, I don't know,
That's it with
man.
such
Like,
pride.
We went from like the wall to like the table. Like, you know, my table right now is a little shaky. I don't know if like I just knocked something over. But I've never like punched a chunk off. That's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Can we all just agree Josh needs to get better?
Get better is
I like
crazy.
that. I
Yeah.
like
He
that.
would probably pop me by 40. So I can't say anything.
No, I would throw the game, you know, because you're med. Like anybody else, though. Like,
Oh,
Nah,
that's what you say
nah,
every time you
nah.
lose.
Okay.
lose, get a P5. I want to play lose because you're a Bulls
Why do you
fan.
want to play me? You're gonna win.
No, because you're a Bulls fan. though. I'd make a troll team and we could set it up.
I just wait for my troll team to pop up in the tournament, dude. It's gonna be a good time.
Nobody on the Knicks though. Nobody on the Knicks.
No, technically a couple guys.
Okay. All right.
Should we
Got-
talk
I
about
got a
this
troll
tournament?
team. Yes, I'm excited.
Sure, it's better ran than what we saw today.
Yeah,
KillaJosh solos. KillaJosh solos, by the way, just saying that.
yeah, I
Josh
don't
and-
think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
undefeated.
let's go for a what was quite a toxic day for one tournament to hopefully what is an entirely positive tournament, right? Like, hopefully, this should be the one where
Oh, I can't
I
wait
will
to take
flash
down
for
Ty
somebody.
round one.
I'm telling you, I will flash for somebody. Just throwing that out.
who are you
So
gonna
I
play?
got-
Hold on. Jazz just said it wants to be positive, and you're talking about
It
flash.
depends on who it is. It depends on who I play. I gotta look at the names again. Who would I flash for in the tournament?
I'd
I'd
flash
for
boss Ty
Splash. I'd flash
down
for
50.
Splash because Splash, he was looking for games the other day on current, and I showed Jazz the screenshot, and he told me to lay. I think he told me to lay down because it was like 10 in the morning. I played him about 4 times. He popped me about 40 like every time. Like it was just I
Why
was on
would
current
you?
gen.
Why would you get into it with Splash?
no, it wasn't for real. It was like it was troll, but I wanted to play. I was bored. I was like, I'm not doing nothing else. I'm just play the
Yeah,
best
it was
game
troll.
in
He
the
beat me
world.
by 40.
He beat me by 40 though. It was bad. Like it was bad. Like dunked me to dunks. Killed me with Dr. J. He wasn't even Tim Thomas wasn't even cooking. It was Dr. J.
Speaking of Splash, can we talk about how he was challenging people in his chat to wager games with 50-point spreads?
50-point spread.
Was he really?
50-point spreads. Yes.
Yeah.
50-point spread.
50-point spread. He said, I will pop
know
you right
how
now with a 50-point
confident-
spread in a wager. Wild. And he probably would have too.
Yeah.
I've
Do you
seen
know how
I've
confident
seen
you gotta
Ty
be?
do like 40-point wagers or 40-point spread wagers before.
I asked him to do a
Uh,
50-point with me one time. He said no.
Oh,
That's
yeah, no,
easy.
I'm-
That's free
I'm
bread
flash
for him,
posting
dude.
Wildmont. I'm flash posting Wildmont. I'm looking at this line. Oh yeah, Wildmont's gonna get. He doesn't like beans, and he's a Hawks fan. He gotta get flash posts. Just set that up. Set that up. Me and Wildmont in the first round. Set that. I want him in nothing but Atlanta attire, and I will wear nothing but Knicks attire. I'm getting back for my Knicks from 2021. I'm getting back for them. That's right.
I promise though, if you're ever in a situation, anyone watching this, where you're in a 40-point spread wager, no matter if you're playing a combination of everyone, you can cut that 40. I promise, just hold the ball. You could make a 40-point wager. Like Ludes, you could 100% keep it within 50 on Ty if you just walk the ball up the floor, held
I don't
L2
know if
until
I
there's
could,
like
though.
1
and
second
he
left on the
hates when you
shot
play
clock.
like that.
Hold triangle and just hope that like once or twice you just get a little free dunk. Like you're
He will get so mad if you play like if you play time, you walk it up the court. He hates play. He will send doubles at you. Just call timeouts too. That'll really get under his skin.
Yeah,
I'm
you
glad,
get
I'm
doubled,
glad
then
you guys
just
are
call
giving me this
timeout.
intel right now.
Call timeout. I'm sorry, Ty. I love you, man, but I gotta see. You know.
I love how I said this is going to be the most positive tournament ever, and then Josh went, "Here's 10 ways to be toxic."
That's what I said. So I want to play Blazing Ricks in the first round. I'm calling him out, man. You
I
know,
like
that's-
that.
Oh,
You know, I think that would be fun. Of course, I'd love to play Ty. You know, that would be hilarious.
I'm concerned about you, DFF. I'm concerned for you for one
Why's that?
reason. For one reason. So I saw you had like Trey Young as your shooting guard off your bench. And immediately I was concerned. And then what happened today?
Listen, man. At this point, he's on my meme squad.
the meme squad looking all right, honestly.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
it's not
we
looking
got
bad.
to answer this question. DFS, what happened today with Trey Young?
I talked about some cards in the stream. You know, if you missed the 2K stream, Trey Young was one of them. Dave
What did
Robinson.
you say verbatim? What did you say about Trey Young verbatim? I want to know word for word.
I said he had a 95 pass accuracy, which is true, and you can look it up. I'm going to bring it up in the chat when we're watching the premiere.
I heard it. I can
saying-
vouch. I heard that.
saying that pass accuracy matters this year. Listen, I'm going to run Trey Young in the tournament. It's going to be, you know, all for the memes, and we're going to have a good time. At the same time, you know, I had to go in and talk about David Robinson and him Thomas. So I know.
Did you say
guys,
David Robinson and troll me just now? Is that what you're doing?
No, you didn't watch.
Are you trying to open old wounds? Is that what you're doing? DFS?
You didn't watch the stream, dude.
How's that work?
People got to be able to mention D-Rob without you getting triggered.
No.
He's like a
legit
2K legend at
traumatized.
this point.
I lost so much sleep for nothing, bro. For nothing.
You didn't lose that much sleep. Clearly, I mean,
You did fall asleep.
You caught up on it.
you got caught up.
One thing
For
I
2
did mention.
hours. It was literally 2 hours.
One thing I did mention is that you can use Trey to get Kemp, obviously, you know, for the little Timmies out there who
Okay.
need to understand that stuff and don't know, you know.
You didn't call him good, right? You didn't say
There
Trey
might-
Young was good, right?
He didn't directly
I
say
didn't, I didn't
that.
say
No.
those words, though. But
Now,
You know,
okay, that's fine.
I
All right.
I did highlight his pass accuracy. But Jazz, I know this is your show, but I think Sean Kemp is a topic that everybody was talking about yesterday. Does he need to be updated? Is he good how he is? I'm curious to see your guys' thoughts on that.
Haven't used him yet. It's a skill issue though. If you don't, think
I
he's good, it's a skill issue.
haven't used him, but it would be nice to see him get a tiny update. Just things like dribble style, and just so he moves a little bit better.
Obi
Just
Toppin's
off
better.
of okay, wild. Just off of looking at the card compared to the cards that we got on Friday, there's a glaring disparity there. So it'd be nice to see him get a little bit of update. Just because some of those challenges, I gotta win an unlimited game with 10 Hawks players. That sounds so miserable.
It's actually ridiculously easy. Just play on current gen.
Oh,
you have
really?
an eight.
Is it? I went on current last night and I got 3 God Squads in a row. So
I mean,
Current
without
gen-
Lude's luck, it's easy.
yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
bad.
current gen. That's not even lose luck. That's like misery. I don't even. What's the opposite of luck though? I mean, bad luck, obviously, but that's like
Pain.
I need a better
Such an
word.
amazing question.
Like what's a better name like for like I don't want to say
Misfortune.
bad luck.
Yeah,
Misfortune. Oh,
misfortune.
yes.
Yeah.
Lose misfortune. I like that. That's a lot better. Yeah. It's not luck though. Not at
Ben,
all.
did you
No.
get Trey or Kemp? Or are you trying to get either of them?
You better not have Turner at
I'm
team.
not
Yeah.
even close, man. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm out on grinding for level 40. Like the only level 40 I ever got was that Steph, the first Steph. And
The
then I
best
haven't
one
gotten
ever,
level
yeah.
40 since. Yeah, it was the best one. It was honestly like it was worth it. Like he was in my lineup for a while, and then just after that, like not Trey. But
Did you
while
get
actually
Twice.
while we're on the topic of Trey and like the tournament and stuff, like okay, we're on different consoles, so it can't happen. But if I had my choice, I would want to play up against SP2K.
That's a great matchup.
Because he's a little bit of a troll. Like, you know, I'm a Knicks fan, like, you know, Atlanta Hawks, Trey Young, right? So he sent me a little Funko Pop. He thinks, he thinks he's funny or something like that, bro. Like, I don't know, like it's
That is funny.
he thinks, he saw the Steph up there. He was like, let me go get like Walmart Steph or something. So,
I love
don't
how
know,
they did
like,
his hairline for the Funko Pop, though. They made it
Yeah.
Yeah.
look nice, which
They
is
filled
not
him in.
They're
accurate.
missing his bald spot though. They forgot to get that on the Funko Pop.
Man, isn't Trey Young your profile picture on Twitter? I know,
but he is in fairness, he is in the Knicks gear. Like,
Right.
it's funny then. But this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. I love SP, but this is crazy, bro. Like, I got trolled with this one.
I'm not gonna lie, he's calling you out. That's definitely that's a threat.
That would be a great match.
That's an
Need
insult.
that first round matchup for sure.
If we were on the same console, that's who I want to play against, bro. That's what I want to play against.
Unfortunately, there's just no way to pay back, like get payback for SP because he's a Pistons fan, and it's like kind of hard to troll a perfect franchise. So,
Man, we
like,
gave y'all
Franchise.
Perfect is
we already got
wild.
back. We gave y'all Alec Burks, man. That's enough already. You guys
Yeah, they don't make Charlie Villanueva pop figures, so
Guys, who are your dream opponents in this tournament? Who do you really want to play? And then we'll get into dream
Ty.
matchups as well. Did you say Ty?
yes,
I did a mock draft and you matched up
70
with Ty.
point spread.
Who did I match up with in your mock draft?
Who did you match up with? You matched up with someone like Comp. I think it might.
Like,
I think it was
I think it was
Splash, wasn't it, Jess?
Oh, it was Splash, yeah.
If you're talking about, yeah, it
Yeah.
was in the one
Yeah.
me and you did, yeah.
yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Say
Josh,
that,
let me-
100% getting first rounded.
Let me explain why I picked Ty. Okay, here. Let me explain it. Let me break it down for you. A, if I lose, no one's gonna make fun of me because
Yes, they will. I
should
will.
lose. Why?
I will. I'm gonna talk about your rebounding too in that game. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Box
Number
out.
2, if I play Ty, that's just faster I can get to commentating, which is what I really want to do.
If you get first rounded, I won't let you commentate. You got to get to the second round.
That's not fair. I can't not get first rounded by a Ty. It's not gonna happen. Even if he
Yeah.
ran golds, I'm probably still getting first rounded.
You got to
Jazz
be
got
relevant
like
enough.
Jazz got like 8 sweats on my side. I don't even like. I don't
PlayStation
even,
side is hell.
bad, bro. It's bad.
Tell.
I don't even know what's going on.
The
Like,
Xbox side is all
look,
rainbows and kittens.
I like
and Ty.
stirring up some some competitions. I'm gonna read this list and I'm gonna tell you who I think is free. What's his name? Wildmont, you free, bro. You don't want to.
Have we put out all the names yet, Jazz? Before we do
I've
this,
just I've sent you guys all the images, all the images that I'm posting.
All I'm gonna say is
you guys can
Wildmont
see
is
it.
free. Wildmont is free. Jay Cannon, I love you. Free.
shots.
JT, yeah, JD, that's not free. Jacob, we got some. We had a score.
Bro, if you get JD on his host, you're
I'm done.
massive.
If he back, y'all think the desk is broken? I'm breaking this whole house down if he starts sending back cuts. Everything getting punched. What? Oh
every
my God.
backdoor cut's another piece
Everything's
of
getting
furniture.
punched. Kevin Cruz, I don't want to see you on your host, so I'm gonna leave. RCA, you're gonna find me with them plays. That's it. That's all I could. Yeah, Splash, you got that, big bro. I ain't gonna lie, you got that.
Yeah, yeah.
Other than that, though, everybody else is free.
Jacob,
well,
who you want?
I just took a look at this, looking at it right now. With the graphic you sent is everybody who's in, right?
Yeah.
Just don't want to play Nike or Splash.
You don't even have a dream matchup. You have nightmare matchups.
I don't know. I mean, I want to play as many games as I can. That's pretty much, I enjoy playing, so I'd like to play as many games as I can. I think anyone on this list would be a fun first round for sure.
Yeah,
I'd like to play Kevin Cruz or RCA.
You don't want to play Kevin Cruz on his server, though.
yeah.
You don't want that matchup.
He's on the Asia server.
he's tough.
You don't want that matchup.
Yeah, I almost do though. I almost do. I love playing against unorthodox people, and I also like having the chips stacked against me, especially in a tournament where, it's for charity anyway. So it's not like if I lose, I'm like gonna be upset about it. So I'd almost like to have the chips stacked against me, and I'd like to see a little different play style than I'm used to seeing.
I'd
all
love
the time.
that matchup. I'd love to see you versus Kevin. I think that would be.
Yeah, or RCA. Either one. Either one. I think that'd be fun. I've played a lot of tournament games against RCA, and I've always, it's like painful for sure playing against them.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate the different look, because you play against mostly the same sort of play styles all the time. Where I don't know for sure too much on how Kevin plays. Just I know he's very much into the moves that probably don't get a lot of attention and stuff like that, just based on his YouTube content.
He got a deep bag, man. He got a deep bag.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
he do
I've
some
seen
wild
some stuff I've never seen before that actually might be useful. I'd like to see. So
by the time this goes out, so if you're watching this in the premiere, the graphic is on my Twitter, so you can go check it. You can see the entire bracket. Let me know what your dream matchups are. That's what I want to know. Fantasy book it. Let me know the matches you're excited to see. For me, there's a few specific matchups I'm really gassed about. I want to see Nike against July Glow. I think that is going to be
it's a lot of skill right there.
exactly.
I want to see Splash versus Statistics.
Yeah, statistics is a wild
dribble
card.
of all too, dude.
I want to see him.
dribble. He might be the best dribbler on this, even with Nike in July.
I want to see that.
that.
I want to see that matchup.
Yeah,
I wish I could
that.
play myself.
Oh,
I want to see Killsamoy versus Most.
Server would decide that.
Server.
Host would decide that. Yeah.
Wait, aren't they on the same server? No.
No, Killsamoy's in Australia. Most is in maybe. How
EU.
far?
He's in
How
EU.
far east is Egypt? And is that?
The
That's
thing is,
what
it doesn't really matter. As soon as they're on a different server, it's just a server. It's a distance from the server to server, right? So
Yeah.
EU server's in Berlin, I think, in Germany. So it's a difference from where is the Asia server? It's in Australia, isn't it? Is it? I think it is, right?
is.
So it'll be
That would make
Australia
most
to,
sense. Yeah, that
Yeah.
would make the most sense.
Australia to
We-
Germany with the delay.
We've all heard, everybody, and I already called Blazing out. We all heard I want Iguodala. Well, I want Blazing Ricks. So there you go. Let's
That's a dream matchup. That is.
Let's do it. Let's do it. That's my guy, man.
I can say my dream matchup all I want, but I'm gonna end up after the random number generator playing smoke because that's just how things go.
That's a god tier
Oh,
matchup for
I want
Smoke.
Ty versus.
Wait, it's not a god tier matchup. Anytime I stream the game, I run into him.
He ends like a clutch time run every time he streams.
He beats me by 20 and then quits so I can have the win out of pity.
I want to see Ty versus Matt. I want to see that matchup.
I don't reckon Matt wants to see
Why
that.
are you doing this to Matt? Why what did he do to you?
I want Matt to put his skills to the test. I feel like he's better than he gives himself credit for.
I want to see Matt
If,
versus DBG on DBG's host.
Wow.
Fantastic.
I want to
sounds
see the
fun.
guy who loves PAX versus the guy who hates PAX on in a game.
That's what I was gonna say.
Wait. Look. Don't
Matt
cancel
should
me for
challenge
saying
him
this.
to
Pac Daddy.
challenge him to a pack and playoff.
The Pac
Yeah.
Daddy versus the anti Pac-Man.
I want to give a shout out to somebody else we haven't mentioned yet. Obviously, I mentioned Blazing, but shout out to Cam Mooney being in the tournament. The dude is a hawk and unlimited. So I'm definitely excited to, have him on in the tournament, and it'd be fun to play him too. I got him into my team pretty much. So it's really cool to see him, grow as a streamer and be, a part of this stuff. And Jazz, big shout out to you for hosting this. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been crazy, to be honest. Like, all jokes aside, like the fact that literally every person I've asked has been like, I think maybe 3 people have said no for like just because they physically can't play. Some people are away doing other things, but everyone wanted to play, and 95% of people I asked are actually playing. And it's credit to people like you, DFS and Med. You guys are not people that have played probably a competitive tournament ever, right? Like, when you guys said yes, that's what made this different. It's what made it special. Without you guys, it's just another like comp swept tournament, right? So as you guys, like Ricks, people like you have really made this something different and special. I genuinely believe that this is going to be the most fun we've had in years as a community that day. My only hope is that no one gets in their feelings if they lose. Like, that's the only thing that can go wrong at this point. You're expected. Like, if it's on if it's on brand, it's fine.
So for me, I can't wait to stream it. I'll do a double shift that day, and I think it's going to be so much fun to stream, no matter who I play. We can name anybody on the Xbox side, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun regardless. And most importantly, I know you mentioned this, Jazz, but it is for fun and it's for good causes. So that's what it's about. The tournament, the spirit of the tournament is fun, and that's the most important thing. We can watch comp stuff every day and night, the wagers and all this different stuff, but there's never been a tournament like this in the MyTeam community, especially in the last couple of years. We had the team up in 2K20, and that was pretty cool to watch, but this is way different. So, it's going to be fun, and thanks for including me and all of us.
Yeah, I think.
Is anybody else running a theme team in here by chance? Are you running a theme team? Okay, cool.
Matt, I hope you can't do the Knicks because I'm doing that, right?
No. I'm probably gonna pop. I mean, Jazz probably called it. I might have to do somebody people can't pronounce. I might have to pop a quick game of GeoGuessr. I might have to play some Hurdle or something. I don't know.
You got to make it a video.
I'm using.
I
I
might.
built a team that I got popped by.
Yeah, I don't know. I might have to at this point.
I'm also using a very specific website, but I will not say what it is yet.
You can say what your team is. This is the wildest thing. Like a charity tournament, Ludes.
Yeah, I'm using the NBA crime library to build my team right now. So, you know who my point guard is.
Jason Kidd.
Oh, of
Gilbert
course.
Arenas?
Absolutely.
Raymond Felton? Oh.
Well, they don't have Raymond Felton in the game, or else.
No,
absolutely.
Raymond Felton. That's his.
Oh well, neither him nor his alter ego are in the game. So, I would use him. Of course, it's Jason Kidd, dude.
Well, I'm running Chuck Person, and he fits. He got in some trouble.
Are
Yeah,
you
he did.
running
He's
Papa John's shack.
Yeah, I am. I'll show you guys my
You're
lineup.
making a mockery of our tournament.
Wait,
I asked the DFS meme squad, and I asked
love
Twitter,
it.
I asked my stream, I said, who do you guys want to see me run? It's all from the chat.
if I run a meme squad, I have to get David Robinson, right? I'd have to get him. I'd have to get him on my
Yeah,
team.
you would.
Like,
I mean,
I would
meme
have
So
squad,
your
that's
meme
not
squad
good.
includes the best center in the game. No,
How-
yeah.
how
No, it is
convenient.
because I couldn't get him last time. I couldn't get the Opal last time, so I gotta make up for it. Gotta make amends.
Jacob, you gonna try and win it?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't know about winning. I won't get past Splash. I won't get past Nike.
Won't get
But,
past
I mean-
KillaJosh. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I might just have some fun with it. I haven't really decided yet, but I mean, I have fun doing my best as well, so I don't need to put Cade Cunningham, Bojan Marjanovic, and Isaiah Stewart on the floor to have fun. I'll have fun no matter
Yes,
what
you
I
do.
do. So
No, put Cade out. I want to see Cade. I got some words.
Case
for Cade,
Cade
man.
still plays. I was actually using Cade today, not in 250. He was my 12th man. He never touched the floor because I got popped in my third game. But I was
Shay
using him
gonna
when I was
dog
on
him.
top. He's still good.
Shay's gonna dog him if Cade and Shay see each other. Shay gonna dog him.
They honestly like the exact same card.
Not at all. Not at all. Shay's better. Miles better.
Yeah, but Jacob's got the skill, right? Skill gap.
Dude,
Yeah.
there's something. You just like everybody plays a little better with their favorite player. You know, like I would hope that Josh.
So why do I suck with
I wouldn't.
Julius
I wouldn't
Randle?
know. I
That's
wouldn't
why
know.
I'm using
Because
Michael Red.
Nah, I'm joking. My favorite player is
That's
LeBron.
so crazy for you know.
My favorite player is LeBron. Actually, I like Diamond LeBron. I give anybody 30 for money on the
The
team.
Everybody
running
play a
Michael
little
Red
better
is
with
the
their
best
favorite
meme
guy.
card in this whole.
Oh yeah, slightly
I
late,
love that.
very late, yeah,
Very late.
very
late. Not
Great green.
as to quote 2K Fitness, not a single green was shot that freestyle.
Yeah,
Can I give a shout out to Fit real quick? Because this is how this tournament actually happened. Fit hit me up, and it's already something I've thought about, but like I've been thinking about this for months. I was like, seems like a lot to do. I don't want to, get into it. Fit just hit me up in the morning. He was like, you should run a tournament. I was like, all right. So I sent 30 DMs out, and 25 of them came back yes. So an hour later, the tournament was most
Shout out
part
to
booked.
Fit, man.
Yeah,
He's a goat, man. Number one supporter in the
He
community.
shows a lot of love too. Yeah, he definitely shows a lot of love.
yeah.
Man, shout out to Fit, man, for staying fit and being nice to 2K. Yes, sir.
He's after blood as well. He's like the only guy who's not in the spirit of this tournament at all. He's just like, I'm just gonna bop everyone. He's gonna sweat.
I love that.
Oh,
I like that.
you know what's crazy? I played him in Clutch Time last year. One time, I think he was streaming or I was streaming.
Let me guess, he won.
No, I won. I was being a little sweat though. I'm not gonna
Baby
lie.
sweat.
I was being kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie. I was being kind of annoying. That's when we had all those end game cards. I don't know what was wrong with me. I just went to sweat.
Being a
You ever just
baby
wake up-
sweat is wild.
You ever just wake up and it's like, I want to sweat today. You ever just wake up like that? Jacob, I know you have, right? You just woke up. Like
Yeah,
that.
I don't wake. I used to back when I used to play a lot. It was
Yeah.
like the first thing when I wake up at bed. I'm like, man, like I just want to play some 2K and like
Yeah.
first thing I'm doing, I'm going on
upstairs,
Twitter
I'm in
typing
lanes.
in like, yeah, like you know what I
Mhm.
mean. I was just ready to play. Now it's like I don't really wake up with that type of like eagerness to just like sweat. I'm like, yeah, play some
Well,
2K.
you don't,
today if I
you
get
don't
some
wake
time.
I
up wanting to
get
raise
so
your blood
annoyed.
pressure.
I get so annoyed when the first thing someone does is press me, and the only reason I get annoyed is because like, what if I was the type of person I just walk it down every time, and you pressing me for no reason? Like, you're not gonna speed me up. So like, you just doing it because you see other people. Like, it don't even.
No,
work
they're
sometimes.
doing it because it gets this reaction out of you.
No, I don't. Okay, I get annoyed.
Facts.
Like on this side, I don't get on the mic or nothing. But they lose by 40. So what are they really like? You're down 40. You're still pressing me.
Yeah, that's been an issue for years. Hey, mate,
Yeah,
do you
like,
ever wake
just-
up and just
just
want to
think
sweat?
What happened?
Do you ever wake up and just want to sweat?
Bro, those days are over, man. I even if I wanted to, like I don't have it in me anymore. Like I'm that guy when you load into unlimited, right? You know, I might be in there for maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes. It's like a 15-point game. I'm out, bro. Like I know when I'm outmatched at this point. I'm not
You're
gonna
my
try to come
favorite
back.
type of unlimited player.
Man, you just take the win, have a good one. I'll go find another game, bro. That's it. I'm
And this-
not wasting anybody's time.
And those
So-
guys that metas, like they're turning into those people who know that algo's gonna kick in. They will stick out that 15-point lead. I don't know how or when. All of a sudden, it's a 2-point game. I'm in foul trouble. My point guard just got injured. My coach is injured. Like, it's just a shit show. And I'm just like, I was just dogging you. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on, man. It's ridiculous.
Still sounds like a skill issue. What were you
I
gonna
don't
say?
even let the algo pop up. I'm just out of there. Like I know the algo. Like if I say, but it's just like okay, man. Like I'm not like if it's unless it's like a triple threat game, which is like okay, I might stick around. It's a triple threat game. Which on the side note, that camera angle they put in, oh my god, that's I can't even play that mode anymore.
It makes me
That was bad.
nauseous, honestly.
Literally.
Like I played.
Skill issue. Honestly, a skill issue, man. If you're nauseous, it's a skill issue, man.
It's not gonna be a problem much longer. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah.
Nice.
Yesterday-
I'm about to start playing on broadcast.
I mean, they need to do something about it. They do.
I
It's
mean,
bad.
genuinely, I wouldn't even think about it again. It's not gonna be a problem much longer.
Yeah, I
Josh,
mean, I would assume.
I was playing the game yesterday with the 10 unlimited for the Hawks players, and I was getting full court pressed, and I was running gold, Larry Markkinen, just to see if I
A
could
gold,
win.
and they're pressing you, right? Like it's,
So
it's
no,
weird.
no, they were pressing me, and I had Bob Pettit from the limited option pack. That's how down bad I was yesterday. I went ahead and put Bob Pettit as the Hawks player, down cataclysmic, you could say. So I went ahead and I said, you know what, I'm getting full court pressed, and then I popped the dude by 30. He quit the game, and I got my win. And I got Kemp last night along with Markkinen, so it was fun.
You're way
Love
better
that
at the
for
game than you act like.
I guess we'll find out. Tune into the tournament
I
to
want to
find out.
surprise some people, man. If I faced anybody, Blasian, Cam, anybody.
Oh no, he really want to see Blasian. That's the third time he said Blasian. You might get. I don't know. You in trouble, Blasian. You're off.
Yeah, we were gonna do this
I don't know.
randomly, but I don't know about this one. We might have to just make this happen round one.
I don't know. Round one. I kind of.
I think DFS versus DBG on DFS's server. DBG is gonna be sweating, bro.
I would love that matchup. Actually,
He's gonna be
That
tap
would
and
be-
tie for the defensive
that would
settings.
actually be great. I would love that.
It'll
one.
be the worst day since Ty popped him just using Cam Reddish. Like,
Whoever-
it's gonna be
Whoever
bad.
plays DBG first, I need y'all like on my behalf, dog him, because he's ducking me. I know y'all seen the last podcast. I called him out on P5, and it hasn't happened yet. So whoever plays him first, make it happen. Like, please don't.
Guys, I'm not running a good squad. I'm running a fun squad. Okay, I'm running Derek Coleman.
DBG
okay?
runs Sean Livingston. You're fine. Like you're
It
fine.
doesn't.
I'm running Jose Alvarado, bro. I'm running Trey Young off my bench. I'm
You
just
know,
having
that's an
fun.
interesting point that
Saying
you
that
brought
you're
up
running
right
moments
there.
cards against DBG is kind of a null point, bro. Like he's gonna be using them too.
He thinks George
Most
Gervin is the
Jeremy
best
Grant in the
player.
game.
He
He hasn't
thinks George
finished a
Gervin is
sentence
the
without
best
saying
player.
the word moments in 3 months. Like, yeah, he's gonna be running the moments cards.
No, DFS's meme squad, you've got 5 good players you can put on the floor if you need to, with like Michael Redd, Jermaine O'Neal, I saw it in there, the Hidden Emerald, but this one's actually pretty decent. There's a couple more when I seen the lineup, I was like, no, if push came to shove, he could have 5 decent players on the floor if he needed to.
I feel like
Derrick
Ned is
Rose
going to
and
run Donovan
Jimmy
Mitchell.
Butler are going to carry. Derrick Rose and Jimmy
I don't
Butler.
even have Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah,
yet.
D-Rose and
I don't even
Butler,
have him,
You didn't get him?
bro. It's they
It was
lost
half
me
an
when they
hour's
said
work.
nah. They lost me when they said 48, play 48, 49 minutes. They lost me. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'll probably get him at some point, but like,
Oh, no,
Bro,
it's done.
Gremlin
It's
came
gone,
after
man.
me for this.
They'll bring
oh,
it
it's
back.
gone. Oh well.
No, they'll bring it back
Too
though.
bad,
They've been bringing
too
it
bad.
back relatively.
Oh,
Bro, I
for now,
posted on
recently.
Twitter. I posted on Twitter that I got this card in 30 minutes, and some gremlin went,
No.
Oh,
What's the-
that's impossible.
Proper name. There's a proper name, not Gremlin.
"Oh
no
yeah, I
more.
call them hemorrhoids now." My
There
bad.
you That's the proper name. The hemorrhoid.
He's like, "You didn't get this card in 30 minutes." I AFK'd the 48 minutes, right? Like as soon as I saw it pop up, I just set up a game, let them do whatever they're doing. Jumped off for half an hour, got the rest done. Like, you didn't get him in half an hour. Shut up, dude. No one asked you. Like,
No, that's more troll. Saying that is more troll almost than when DFS says first in the world. If it's a 49-minute agenda, you say you got him at 30. I know there's people out there who are just blood
Fuming.
boiling reading that. Yeah, just
Yeah.
so mad.
this guy
My
just needed
favorite
a
one-
time code or something. I don't know what he needed.
You need
My
a
favorite
hug.
one with that was, so if you guys remember, I'm going, this is a deep cut. 15 triple threat offline wins in 2K21 with Sapphire Jamario Moon. And so I got my PS5
Fire.
in the summer, and I went ahead and got 15 triple threat offline wins in my PS5 account as the first in the world for Jamario Moon. And, everybody was going crazy. You're not first. I got this card in September, all this different stuff. It's fun, man. I like to troll a little bit, man. It's fun,
No, nobody
heard
here is a
Dark
bigger
Knight.
troll than Jazz. Nobody.
What the hell, bro?
Jazz
I don't
is a
catch
troll.
that.
No.
Facts.
Jazz is a troll.
Facts.
He literally got under my skin when we was playing TTO co-op because somebody came.
Just
No,
like what
somebody
we're talking
came.
about.
Somebody came in the stream, right? I think for Michael Redd, it was, what was it? 153s, right? And the dude did the math and said 450 points. I said, no, that's not the same. Because if I go out there and score 450 points, whether I get 2s and 3s, I won't get Michael Redd. I need 153s and 153s alone. And the guy's like, no,
You're
it is the
technically
same.
both right.
Thank you.
Lose. So if you tell someone go get 450 points from Michael Redd and you'll get him.
I
then they
mean,
don't
lacking
have him.
context, you're right.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't have any context.
He wasn't
Jazz
wrong
was being
though.
a
He
troll.
said it's 450 points.
You
That's
were
right.
you were being a troll. You were being a troll. You know you were being a troll. You were.
What was the outcome, Josh? How
What was
did
the
it end?
outcome?
Yeah.
I was sulking for 10 minutes and I ended my stream. That's what happened. I ended my stream. I said, you know what? I don't want to play co-op anymore. I'm done. I'm over it.
I had a maths debate with this guy and he sulked for 15 minutes on his own stream and ended.
Wait,
It's
you said
Michael
you had a
Redd.
what? Hold up. You said you had a what?
Maths debate.
Oh, you didn't. Either you thought that through or you didn't. I'm not sure, to be honest.
Maybe.
It's Michael Redd. Who cares if you shoot threes or not? Smooth like butter, says go crazy. You know what
I
I'm
hope
saying?
I don't get demonetized for that.
No,
There is a
no,
50-50 on that.
only one person has that power.
There's got to be one AO or pause in the chat right now.
Hey, yo.
I think you broke Josh though.
Yeah, his
so-
microphone's gone as well. Should we talk about some content? We did an hour.
Yes,
do it.
I would love to talk about the Throwback Thursday content, please.
Throwback Thursday.
What are you
Yes.
talking about, Lutz?
No, it's not really Throwback Thursday content. It's what?
Yeah,
Flash forward.
Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
flash
the same
forward.
as the old content from the old 2Ks. I think it was Throwback Thursday content or just
It was.
throwback in general.
You get
But
15, 16.
Yep. Either way,
No.
no, this is the best set of all time, dude. So many just unathletic looking white dudes. I love to see it. Every single one of the cards we got looks like they smell like cigarettes and cologne.
Mhm.
I love it. Bailey Howell, like just looking at his card art.
Why did
this
you
man
say him
looks-
first? Whoa, why did you say Billy Howell first?
Because
Are
he
you
looks like he
serious
just
right now?
got back from
That's a
serving a
sensitive
tour
topic
in
right now.
Germany.
I opened my heart to you guys about how I feel about Bailey Howell, and you just gonna throw that name first, Luz? Are you serious?
Because he looks like he just got back from storming the beaches at D-Day. Like he doesn't
probably
look like
did.
a basketball
He
player.
plays like he did. No, he plays like he did. He probably did. He probably did storm the beaches. He probably
Ludes, I
did.
knew you would love this set. I thought
I
about
love it. It's so tight. Nobody was running Bob Cousy in the tournament today, which was unfortunate because Bob Cousy goes hard.
I used Bob Cousy yesterday in TTO co-op. He does not go hard.
He does, in fact, go hard.
What about Don O?
This
What about
man
Don
is
O?
over here pumping himself up, listening to probably like, I don't know, Frank Sinatra in the locker room on big, overly large headphones, going out there to hoop, dude. Doing the weakest dribble moves you've ever seen.
The Beatles.
What,
No,
yeah,
no,
what
no,
do you
no.
think
That's
about
that's
this?
hippie
Who
stuff. He's not down for that.
When
Who
you
did
saw
everyone
Bob
get?
Linettalicki, could you like control yourself or like?
Well,
what-
no, I could because I knew I would never have him, so it didn't really matter.
You
Any
really
of the
pulled
opals?
nothing?
No, I didn't pull anything. Of course, I didn't pull anything. Are you shocked by this?
Did you
Oh,
pull
I got
the
beat
pink
up
diamond?
by
Even the pink
Axe.
diamond?
No, I
Did you
mean I
get a
pulled
pink
the pink
diamond?
diamonds, but I didn't pull the opals.
How many?
Of course not.
How many pink diamonds?
5, I think.
That's
The
a win.
pink
That's a
diamonds
win for
besides-
Lutz.
Besides
That's a win for
Cincy, though,
Lutz.
they're 1-4, 1-5 odds. So like, if unless you get Cincy, all the pink diamonds, you actually lose MT or
Yeah,
break even practically. So
yeah. Well, until the bots got to him, yeah. Now they're all like 25K.
the
But,
bots I died off today, right around 250
Thankfully.
time.
I pulled
Yeah.
Richie Guerin in the challenge pack today.
Now, Richie
actually.
Guerin goes hard.
W
No,
next player.
no
W next
fighting.
player.
Actually, he helped me get Kemp. Was scoring, with him 15 points 5 times. So he was kind of a fun card to use offline and just mess around with. Wayne Embry is a good card for a reasonable price.
No, he's not.
Okay.
Jazz said he's bad.
Okay.
Jazz said he's bad. So I'm Jazz. Is
I'm
bad.
going to back him up. Richie Guerin, the most underrated card in this set.
No, I'm
If
talking about
Richie
Wayne
Guerin
Embry.
came out
Yeah,
2
I'm
weeks
talking about
ago,
Richie.
people would have been saying he's the best 2 guard in the game, and he would have been like 500K MT.
There's
But
something
because he
about
came
the
out
way
in
he
this set.
moves on next gen that I can't explain. But he bursts out of everything.
Yeah, he moves a lot better than he should. Richie Guerin should not be moving like that.
He
I
moves
think
like-
they-
always good. Always
Let me
he's
check
good.
this 6.
he moves
They
like
always
this,
give
right?
him a good card.
Either way, though, this entire set, in my opinion, is my favorite set I remember in any modern 2K.
Yeah.
If I really thought back hard to it, like 21 Inferno, like this is up there with that. Like when I start thinking of like how this ranks, it's like literally like I have
Who
to
was in
start thinking
Inferno?
back to that was
Mac and
Ben
LeBron.
Simmons.
T-Mac,
Yeah, T-Mac and
Ben
LeBron were the
Simmons.
opals. Ben Simmons and KP were the pink diamonds. And
Who
they
were the
walked in for
locking?
Walking was
Honda.
Honda.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Garrett Jack,
yeah.
Ronnie Brewer.
Yeah, and they
Okay,
were actually
Ronnie
solid too for
Brewer.
lower tier cards. No, that set was like when you think back to like the best sets that I can remember. like this one goes in with like those
That
types
or
of
leap
drops.
year.
Yeah, I did like the
probably
drop.
set that I
Leap year
remember.
was and that T-Mac played forever too. They had Rudy
For
Gay and
like
Paul
5
George
months.
in there. Yeah, no, like you have to think back to like some old sets to think of ones that are like this level of good. And a couple things about it, I heard a lot of people saying like, oh, like we're in end game now. They won't be able to one up this. Look, these cards are far from perfect. Like Kazi can't get Asian threes. Terry can't get handles for days. They all have like one really key badge they can't even get. None of them can get like Hoff Limitless, even if you can. You can't add it if you wanted to. They don't have Trey Fade. They don't have Trey Escape. Like these are just really, really good cards for January, and there's so much different stuff they can do to like power creep and whatnot. I wouldn't be worried about them like blowing their load too early.
A question, Jacob.
Yeah.
How do you think after getting this set, do you think pacing of the game right now is like in a good state? Like is the pacing of the game good right now?
I think
these cards coming out.
The way this is looking to me personally right now, this is the best they've paced it, because in 21, like we were seeing like literally the perfect pro-am point guard SIGs already at this point in the year with like Hondo. He had base 98, quick dribble style. Like he literally had everything. And then last year we didn't have a single card that had the SIGs we really, really, really wanted until like end games, which was in like July.
Was the first one.
So like the way they're kind of doing it seems like piece by piece. And then like if I kind of could like go, if I could do it from here the rest of the year out, I'd probably start putting almost most of the cards now that we get on quick jump shot timing. And then like next month, I'd probably start, giving a few cards like different escapes and size ups, and then like more closer towards the summer, start putting like the Trey Fade on cards, and then giving them very quick jump shot timings. And then throughout that time, also like start letting the cards get every badge and things like that. That's kind of how I would do it from here on out. But I'm really, really impressed with how they've gone about it. With like,
you know what's interesting, Jacob? Like someone was DMing me yesterday, like complaining about the fact that like there was issues with these cards, right? Because every card has a slight issue, right? Something's not quite right,
which is a good thing. I don't know.
I agree. Like the badges and stuff.
Yeah, that's basically what I said. I said, look, it's January. We need to go somewhere. If we've got nowhere to go, the game's finished. And the whole end game thing gets a little bit dry. Like people were saying it with Tim Thomas, Ricky Davis. Like, come on, man. We know what an end game card looks like at this point. Let's stop saying this is the end game. Not a single card from this set is going to be running anywhere near the end game. I guarantee you, because we're going to get updated versions of these cards.
And not to mention, they're all undersized too. They're all undersized. Yes. Like Dolph is 6'8" at the 4. Bob Nadalicki's 6'9" at the 4. Kaz is 6'5".
Dolph's like 6'10" with his face, because that is the longest face I've ever seen. He looks like he's wearing a mask of his own face on top of his face. Is that not wrong? It looks like Leatherface.
Wow.
That dude's back in the day just had a little different just had a little different
player build for sure. I think
Yeah.
one way that they can definitely extend the lifespan this year is to bring back something from 2K20. Spotlight Sim cards. Not the Spotlight Sims that we're talking about. No. Spotlight Sim packs. Yeah. Yeah. So back in 2K20, they had a promo called Spotlight Sim that would show up in the current series. Now, what you would do is you would overperform with a random player and submit it to 2K, and then they would give that player an updated card based on your performance. So if I went in and I scored 100 points with, I don't know, let's just say Greg Ostertag, and then I sent it over to 2K, they would give him an updated card in the next rollout. So we got dudes like Pink Diamond Kelly Tripucka. We got like the most random players of all time. Like it was
Jared Dudley.
Yeah, Jared Dudley. Pink Diamond Jared Dudley. Bring Jared Dudley back. Anyway.
Only thing I liked about it was when we got that Pink Diamond point guard Lance Stevenson. Loved it.
I like to play with random players. So like
Lance Stevenson's kind of random.
I'm sorry, would nobody be excited to see a Pink Diamond Brevin Knight?
Who is that?
Yeah, that's kind of what I expected.
He'd be a perfect 12th man for me. I wear the Bobcats jerseys. He'd come right home.
Jared Dudley had his Pink Diamond card as his profile picture on Twitter for.
He was gassed too. He was so good.
I want a Quentin. Wait. Actually, speaking of, I just want to say something. 2K, thank you. I asked for a Quentin Grimes card like earlier in the year, and we got an Evo Quentin Grimes. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Look at you for the bare minimum.
Yeah.
This time last year we had a Ruby.
Did you see Terrence Ross did a video on his own card 2 days ago? Has anyone seen that?
I watched it. He opened his packs with his
He
kid. It was
typically
actually really
trashes
fun.
his own cards, so I would.
he
like
was
to see
gassed
that.
this time.
Yeah.
Wow, sick, dude. Perfect. Finally, they gave him a good card. Terrence Ross goes kind of hard this year.
That is a wild thing that an actual NBA player did a video about them getting their own card. Have we seen that before?
Yeah.
Yeah, if the ghost of
Cat.
Dolph Shays came back and made a video on his own card, that'd be sick.
Terry just doing a vlog
Oh.
from the dentist's office.
So Jazz, you've already roasted me, so I'm gonna flex a little bit, okay?
Oh no.
So I was streaming my PS5 earlier this year, and out of nowhere,
was the PS5 a flex?
No,
Okay.
No.
He's not Toddy Sharp.
Whoa.
That picture of him is wild.
Every time you're on
He
the
did an
podcast,
E-date.
you just send shots.
No, we did an E-date one time, and literally, this
Whoa,
dude
whoa.
is talking to the girl. No,
Whoa.
hosted by.
What?
hosted
See, if
by
you know
Brian.
the backstory, it's
If
fun.
you know the backstory, right, Jacob? Brian,
yeah, of
Brian
course.
for 3, he hosted a E-date, and dude, it was his turn to talk to the girl. Man's had the P5 in the frame with him, and he's talking. I'm like, that is like such bad riz. Like, you care about your game system.
Loons, I kid you not, bro. The only thing you can see in his screen is him and his PS5 right next to him. It's
Right now, standing up right
I
here.
wasn't ready for this. Why did we not bring this up when we had him on the
I
podcast?
should
What is
do-
wrong with you
oh,
guys?
oh, I
Bro,
should've- I
Jacob
should've
is
brought it up.
dangerous on the podcast. He's done 3. Carlos down bad.
Bro,
Finish your story,
speaking.
DFS. Let's
Oh,
Yeah, sorry, DFS. I didn't expect that to be a whole thing. Sorry.
it's okay. It's all good. So, Terrence Ross and I talked in the summer quite a bit. You know, we were trying to find a day to play, and
So
I
this
was
is the
streaming.
flex. Okay.
Yeah, and well, no, he randomly invited me to play in the rec that day. I did not anticipate that at all. So I was hooping with him and Devin Kennedy, who's hooping right now for the South Bay Lakers. And we got 2 wins in the rec. T. Ross has a crazy 7-1 build. Like it was just going crazy in the rec. So it was fun to play with him, and I really enjoyed that. So there's my
Did you
flex.
carry or did you sell? That's the question.
Well, he carried it, and I passed him the ball. But no,
So you sold. You sold.
It's
stat
interesting that he picked a 7-1 build.
he wanted to be a big man. Like
That's so interesting.
it was crazy, man. We were hooping
Kind of like
in the
how
rec,
every
man.
NBA player in 2002 wanted to be a rapper.
We won by like 40. It was crazy. I was on voice chat with him and everything, and I mean, to have an NBA player, you know, being so involved in the community is really neat. And he's a legend, bro. Growing up, 2K13, Jacob, I know you can talk about this. 2K13, 2K14, Ludes. Terrence Ross was the man. You know,
He was. He
He was
used
one
to
of the
dunk on
favorite-
everybody.
the best players to play with in 2K. And now, you know, he has said that he wants to go ahead and make this a career after he retires. So it's really neat.
I'm not kidding when I say back in 2K13, 2K14 days, contact dunks were so broken that guys like Rudy Gay, Terrence Ross, Gerald Green were the most broken cards in the entire
J.R.
game.
Smith.
Yeah,
Like-
J.R. Smith.
Zach Levine, 2K15, day
Yeah.
one.
Yo,
Yeah.
Matt, you remember 13? I think who was that gold card? I forget his name. Jared Cunningham. Oh, he was like
Yeah.
a 68, 69 overall. That
Like a
man
90
used to get
some
some
dunk.
crazy,
Jared
crazy
Cunningham.
dunks. Bruh. I think he was a guard, I think. Wasn't some other players too, which just was nasty.
Back in the early My Team days like that, like 2K13, 14, you did not get good players for a minute, like playing that game. You were out there using them 60 overalls for a minute. It felt
Hooping,
like.
I was out here. I
No,
was out here
yeah.
hooping with
You was
Jared
out there
Bayless for a
hooping,
minute.
what?
Yeah.
Yo, them bronzes was there was some they had a different kind of dog in them, man. What?
The road to the playoffs forced you to use them. That'd be like if limited was like the actual main game mode and the limited requirements to start the year were like only use bronze players. That's
I would
practically
love
how
that.
it was.
That would be great. I'd be
you
out here
had to
hooping
use
with
the-
Ostertag.
You had to use
Do you
the-
think they should bring something like that back? Do you think?
Yes.
I
Yes.
think that would be pretty fun for the casuals.
or-
I think that would be pretty fun.
I think they could integrate limited, like probably something better with that with limited. I already feel like there's just so many game modes, you know?
Well,
You're not
all
a
they
whole
need to do
game
with
mode,
limited is just extend it for the whole week. That's all they need to do with limited. Like that's it. They just need to
And
extend
better
it for the whole
requirements.
week.
I love the
Wait.
requirements this week. I know me and you are like opposite ends on this, right?
What the requirements?
because you're a sweat, Jazz.
The requirements are fine. I don't mind the requirements. I just wish that they either extended limited or allowed you to recoup if you didn't get a ring for a weekend. Like that's the only issue I have is just that you have to be on the game for these 72 hours every single week for 6 weeks to get a final reward. That's my only issue with limited. Other than that, limited's like my favorite game mode, except for the Sweat Lords on limited, which are a direct result of what I just talked about.
I feel like limited's not really I don't feel like limited is a reward, a mode for the rewards. I feel like limited's a mode just to be a mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess you're right. But people this year, I think with the takeover players, with the Friday takeover players being nigh impossible to get for a majority of players, it's turned into kind of more of like a sweaty mode. What do you mean who? Well, yeah, I mean, they haven't been good this season. Yeah, for sure. Nobody's grinding that hard for Gerald Wallace, but like,
I mean, I genuinely
he's
like
the best one, and
you
sent him a shot. He's literally the best one.
I love Gerald Wallace. He's LeBron with no clout. I love him.
Don't stop it. Don't you ever. No. I was not about to let that slide. Don't you ever disrespect LeBron like that again. Okay.
If LeBron had like 30% less skill, he would be Gerald Wallace. I'm gonna
30% less skill. It's not even that close. The gap between them is not even. You know what? I'm gonna let you troll some more. You're gonna have that. I'll give you that one.
Gerald Wallace was tough, man. I don't know.
Yeah, he was just on the worst team in the world.
You compared him to a top 2 player of all time. You're gonna say it's only a 30%
I said
difference?
30% less skill. That's kind of a lot. That's a lot of skill.
30% is a lot.
It's a lot of skill to be sapped from a player.
So who's on that tier with him? I really want to know who's on that tier.
Who's on Gerald Wallace's tier?
Yeah, like who's in the league right now. Let me see. I want to see where your head is at.
That's a good. I don't know who is on the Gerald Wallace tier right now. I guess like
Gerald Wallace having a tier is wild.
That's kind of an interesting
question,
player, I guess.
man.
Yeah, he was a one-time All-Star, steals
a one-time All-Star.
I mean, he's better than like the entire Knicks roster.
Think of somebody.
What did you just say? What did you just say?
He's better than your whole roster.
That's actually okay. That's actually a good question. Prime Gerald Wallace on the Knicks, is he the best player? That's a legitimate. No, that's a legitimate, really good question.
No,
who's better?
Julius. Right now, it's still Julius' team. It's still Julius' team. Speaking of,
is Prime Gerald Wallace better than Prime Julius Randle?
No.
Yes.
No.
It's close.
They're both one-time All-Stars. What can you say though?
Okay, right. They have one. Julius really should have.
Julius might be 2 times.
It might be 2 times. Exactly. It might be 2 times.
Hey guys, I don't know if you realize this, but you know the thing that Julius Randle doesn't do, play defense. Yeah, Gerald Wallace was pretty damn good at it. He's kind of the steals leader of the NBA.
Julius Randle doesn't play defense. He plays better defense than your point guard.
Who? Killian Hayes? I think.
No, I'm talking about Cade Cunningham.
Oh,
hey Jazz, look what I did.
You know,
yeah,
it's kind of hard to play defense with a broken.
You can't play defense when you're hurt. Exactly. That's right. You can't play defense when you're hurt.
I think Gerald Wallace versus Julius Randle in their prime is a really good, close one. Really close.
Julius is dogging him. You know what?
By the way,
make that a video. Man, make that a video. You know, Julius Randle versus Gerald Wallace. Let's see who has the better career.
Yeah,
kind of a very
that's
good,
a great. Matt. If you make that video, I promise I'll watch it. I'll be so happy because I know I'll be proven right, man.
No,
I'll be proven right.
Gerald Wallace, I guess, like in today's NBA, would be similar to like Scotty Barnes. I guess would be probably the best person.
Okay, but Randall's better than Scotty Barnes. That's
debatable.
What do you mean debatable?
No, it's not. Bro, that man.
Oh my! Get him on the podcast. Get him on. Get him.
That man's averaging 24, 10, and 4, bro. That man's about to win a second
most
better
year than Scotty Barnes. There's no doubt about that. I mean, come on. Scotty Barnes was Rookie of the Year. He had a great year last year, but
look, I'm just saying, if you took the 2 players and you swapped their teams, this would be a different conversation. Okay, all of a sudden, Scotty Barnes would be better than Julius Randle. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my God! Look at
Put Scotty Barnes on the Knicks, bro. We get worse. We literally get worse, bro.
No, that's not true.
He get worse.
Jacob looks genuinely exasperated by this conversation.
No, I was just Scotty. I'm doing some deep dive here on Gerald Wallace. I mean, he was legit.
Don't compare him to Scotty Barnes, bro. Yesterday, listen, I love Scotty Barnes. Raptors fans are crazy, so they might come at me for this one. I'm not gonna lie. No disrespect. Scotty Barnes was 2 of 10 last night.
Oh,
Scotty Barnes was 2 of 10. Randall had 32.
Isn't he the power forward? Scotty Barnes.
Bro, the Raptors have like 5 power forwards starting.
No, they put Scotty Barnes like at any position. I think Scotty Barnes has even technically started games.
If he played the 4 last night, then he got dogged by Julius. 32-2 is just not good. Not good at all.
That was crazy, man.
Isn't he their best defender? Where was that last night? Randall had about 5 threes in the first quarter. Hold that, Scotty.
I'm just so stunned. I'm sitting here looking at this. In 2006, Gerald Wallace averaged 2.5 steals a game and 2 blocks a game. You know how hard it is to get 2
How
and
many
2?
points did he
that's
average,
incredible.
though? You're
Oh,
missing
wow,
out on
LeBron
some.
never
per
do that.
game.
How many
That
points
year?
did he average that year?
His best year, 19. That specific year, 15 and a half.
Oh, you already
Nah,
lost. Come on, like
nah.
Julius Randle's worst year was 19 points. Come on,
On 53% shooting, though. He just wasn't, he wasn't a dark black hole on offensive end like Julius is,
Oh, we have a point guard though, so that's not a problem. We're fine.
Let's settle this.
Is
Yeah,
he even better than
I think his
Brunson?
point guard was Bevan Knight, the dude that Blues was talking about being the most random.
It was.
I'm pretty sure that was his point guard.
I mean,
Yeah,
that whole franchise is an L though. That whole
It
let's be
was
honest.
Brevin
That
Knight,
entire
sick.
franchise is an L. The Charlotte, whatever they are now, the Hornets, that entire franchise is an L, honestly. And
Gerald
K-Ball, I don't care
Wallace
that you're a fan.
Was a good player on bad teams. He was a really good player on a lot of bad teams.
Don't finish
And-
that. Don't you call the Knicks a bad team? I'm just telling you. I will
I
come
wasn't going to
across
say
this
anything
podcast.
about the Knicks.
All right, I'm sorry.
You
I
can
was
say
gonna
something
say-
about the Knicks. Don't take his threat seriously. You're just gonna punch his table. How did we
He
get
has
here?
good teams, but he's mostly on bad.
I
started
did this.
with
I'm
Gerald
sorry.
Wallace,
Yeah,
I think.
that's my fault.
Luz definitely did it. Toxic Luz.
I
man.
think
I
I
was
said
talking about
limited. Lude said Gerald Wallace, and then it just went off.
Yeah, he started talking about like, come on, he's not even better than our. He said he's better than our entire roster. Like, what is that? What is? He's better than your entire roster. Matter of fact, if you want to talk about it,
Once again, you
Bulls
can't
team.
say that because we're trash, and I don't care.
that's a no.
Josh,
no.
Josh,
Josh is
Josh,
nice.
Stop. Gerald Wallace in his prime is not better than DeMar. Come on, let's be real.
Yes.
Okay, that's all right. You're wild. You're okay.
I'm just salty that DeMar hit an and one game winner on us to end our streak. I'm really upset about that.
Speaking
Not
of
gonna lie.
DeMar, now that we're back talking about the content, that DeMar base on Very Quick on Bailey Howell,
That was a 10 out of 10 transition. Well done, Lude.
chef's kiss, dude. Such a good release.
What did
Oh
I
my
tell
God.
you about Bailey Howell? What did
Well,
I
no,
just
this
say
goes
about
into
Bailey?
your
Like,
point, okay? Because like the dude wasn't even shooting threes with arguably one of the smoothest releases in the game. That just shows that he's trash. I'm
right.
helping you.
Thank you, Luz. I appreciate that. 10
I
out of
got
10
you.
transition. 10 out of 10 transition. That's right.
You guys want to talk about Larry Bird?
No,
Yeah, please. let's talk.
no,
about
especially
Larry
not while
Bird.
Jacob's here. I don't want to talk about Larry Bird.
I don't
know
really
what
got
he's
anything
gonna
to say. I was just gonna ask DFS and Jazz, just run that message up the train. He's not good. We
Yeah,
were-
well,
Okay,
someone,
actually, matter of
someone
fact,
might
at
have
some
already
point-
run that up the. Someone might have already done that. Just
well, we're going to use the
Perfect.
podcast to run that even heavier right now because he needs to be updated. There's no reason he shouldn't be. Also, update Dr. J too, just for
Why?
fun.
Dr. J doesn't need an update.
Just
Yeah,
him
but
a
just
quick
give him a
release.
jump shot on
Give
quick.
him a quick
I already
release,
have
that's
him,
it.
so why not?
Just give him a quick release. You know what I'm saying? Let I
He
don't want
doesn't
these
need an
vocals
update,
taking
he's
over.
right, but
No, he doesn't.
I think
He's
Dr. J
fantastic.
is still the best card in the game overall. He's not
Yeah,
the
I'm
card
about to
I'm
get him.
best with, but he's
I'm about to get him. You serious? Gosh, who wants to play TTO?
Dr.
co-op
J,
after
I'm
this
not
final
kidding,
legs?
can take someone who
I'd never
really
have done
sucks
that.
at this game and give them a fighting
I don't
chance
wanna
by
play you
himself.
That
he
would
can
be
just
me.
do he can do everything. Like if you
That's
want to
me
run to the
too.
if you want to go into the rim and dunk with him, he can do that. You want to 3-hunt with him, his fade kind of sucks, but he can do that. I mean,
he can
he's
get you a
just
stop.
not
Yeah.
at all. And you know
Saying
what's
he
funny?
doesn't
can
exist.
run to the rim is wild because it's underselling how ridiculously fake he is at dunking the
Oh no,
basketball.
he's probably the best at doing it in the game.
so crap.
Like, yeah, but
Just
I
all you
do
need
know
to do
that-
is learn how to do a drag back, boost off it, and you'll get a dunk every single time.
It
He
feels
turns into a
like
freight train off that boost.
it feels like he has dunks that others don't have. He does a little cradle and a little rock. That's just
it's the
different.
Julius Irving dunk package. It's good.
There you
It is.
Yeah.
It's him. That's all.
This
him,
is
man.
all. Yeah,
You know, I don't normally do this, but I do need to go ahead and spam shill in the chat real quick because I'm going to go ahead and prop 2K for actually making Julius Irving like the best dunker this time for the first time ever. So,
You think he's a better
Is
dunker
that
than Michael
what
Jordan?
counts as shilling these days?
yeah, any manner of positive talk typically can be considered shilling.
So, do you think he's a better dunker than Michael Jordan, like all time? Is that why you made that comment?
Yeah,
My
you can say
God,
that.
bro.
You can say that. Yeah.
Close.
You can say that.
Standing
Jordan's
on
just
his
better
phone
at
when it
everything
comes-
else. So, but yeah, you can say that.
I want to ask Med something. Med, what were the last 4 or 5 cards you picked up in the game? I'm trying to get a handle on
Okay.
your trajectory
So-
right now. You get them out of packs.
The most recent one probably Kevin Porter Jr. because he's one of my favorite players. Even though the Rockets they're bad, they're unwatchable.
No,
I watch
I
every
love-
team. They're pretty bad. I
Unwatchable's
love Kevin
crazy.
Porter Jr. Shea is one of the best purchases I ever made. Mo Bamba, always. Mo Bamba is always like one of my favorite centers, and
Sing
I
it.
think
Sing it.
Oh,
nah, I'm not
no.
singing.
No.
Oh.
And then
Sing
for the
it.
last but not least, he saved my team for me. He may have saved my life. Diamond Obi Toppin at the 4.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Talk
not
to him.
leaving my lineup, though. He's not leaving my
Talk
lineup.
to him. Mm-hmm. Say it again. Say it again.
Diamond Obi Toppin saved my life,
That's
bro.
right. That's right.
Flip it.
That's
Flip
right.
You someone got to clip that.
Okay, look, Obi Toppin was pretty good in past 2Ks. Like, he was solid. I think it was 2K21. He got an opal. It was actually really solid.
Yeah, it was
I used
pretty
him for a
decent.
while, actually.
He was in the
He
locker.
has a
code.
good release this year, though.
You guys are like this. I was at Pacers and Knicks last year, and I saw him go between the legs on a fast break, and I got a pic of it. That was pretty cool. I brought my camera to the game. It was one of the
Right.
crazier dunks I've seen in person.
Send me
I don't
that
know if-
picture. It's gonna be my
I don't know if
last
I've ever seen a dude.
He's an
go
elite
between the legs.
in-game dunker. His in between the legs
Yeah.
dunks on the fast breaker.
Yeah, he's dunking on anybody on the Pistons. Just throwing that out there. Sorry.
I would hope we're only the worst team in the league. I mean, you know, if we
Yeah.
can't do that,
He's
good
not
luck
dunking
with
on
everyone
Isaiah
else.
Stewart. I'm just going to
Oh
say
no,
that.
he's putting him in the
Nice.
rim. No, he's putting him in the rim.
Might get
He's
decked
putting him
for
in the
doing
rim.
that.
Yeah, he
around
might
him,
get
man.
elbowed in the stomach.
You know
Yeah.
what? You know what? If he does that, Isaiah Stewart gonna have to see me. Because he trying to pop on the king. He gonna have to see me.
You know he's
You don't
from
want
New
to
York,
see
right?
him.
That should be your
Huh?
man. He from New York.
Oh, so he's cool. Then he get a pass.
Yeah, he from up by
Obi's from New
Rochester.
York too. Obi's from New York. I think he's
See, this is the reason that we need the Spotlight Sim cards to be back, so we can get elite level cards for these guys that we talk about.
You
This is why
are
we
just
need
coming
those.
up with a new
I agree.
and creative way every week to try and get a decent Oyster tag card in the game.
Eventually, one of them will work, dude. I
I
will.
need an
put
Opal
up-
Jalen Brunson.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen.
See, this is why we need the Spotlight Sim set. See, so whoever we all want, like Med wants a really random card into the game, some random Knicks bench player that no one else cares about.
Chris
Yeah,
Copeland.
Yeah,
Ronaldo Copeland.
Chris Copeland was
He
the
definitely
2K
needs.
Yeah,
Yo,
he
he
was the
needs
best.
a card back in this game, man. That man was a sniper.
Chris
promise-
Copeland was one of them bronzes that you had to use back in like 2K13.
Clean Anthony
I was playing
Yeah,
2K
Clean Anthony early.
Clean Anthony early. Yeah.
You're
Mhm.
wild for that. When you used
Anthony
to
really
load up,
liked my tweet in high school. I thought I was the man, bro. Like I
This
was
guy's
I
just
was
on a
out here.
2-hour flex.
I was talking to Amon Shumpert on Twitter back in the day when I was in
Yeah.
study hall, bro.
My cousin
It
went to
was-
school with Anthony early.
what a flex,
Yeah,
dude!
even a bigger
What a
flex. Yeah, kept it in the family. We kept it in the family. Not on the internet.
That's the wildest
family.
flex I've ever heard. But we just need these like random guys to get these cool cards towards the end of the year. I mean, they don't need to do it right now, though it wouldn't hurt or anything.
I mean, it
but
feels
I
wild to make that as a suggestion the day after the cards that we got yesterday because they really couldn't have been more random.
I actually
That's what I'm
totally
saying.
agree because Dorian Finney-Smith, right? Or there's so many cards you could use, you know, where that, and it's not just about me, of course, it's about the community. You know, we could go ahead and that's what it was back in the pandemic when we were, you know, stuck at home. A lot of us were, and it's dropping 100 with Jared Dudley and tweeting at them at 2K, and then they got them, and it was a great way for them to interact with the community. So I 100% agree with Luz on that one. I don't think anybody's going to spam still in the chat because, you know, you're doing your thing. But I respect it, man. I totally agree with you.
like I'm never gonna get a high tier Marko Siminovich. Okay,
Who
ever.
are these people,
He
Luz?
plays in the Bulls.
He plays on the Bulls and he sucks.
I think that the more the better. Like, you know, I know last year Ty did a video talking about how like in 2K20 there was like 400 Galaxy Opals, and there was like 200 unique players or something like that had Galaxy Opals. And then like the following year there was way more Opals but less unique players that got one. Like, we have to get to 3,600 player cards. I would rather get there by them just giving us random off the wall types of cards than like just giving us like 20 KDs, 20 LeBrons,
Yeah.
20 Stephs.
You know what,
And I
Jacob?
get
It's
it.
actually
Well,
like
they have
get it,
though, right?
but, like-
They have though already, Jacob. I mean, Blue Edwards, was he on anybody's bingo card?
Yeah, but I'm talking about like once we get to the end of the year, that's when we usually
They're doing
like,
better, I feel like, this year than last
Yeah,
year.
they
They're
are.
doing
So
a lot
it
better
was
this year
this
than
week.
last year.
it was this week that everything changed because I was getting concerned, right? Because we
Yeah,
had
me too.
all the Pink Diamond headliners, and then the first 3 Opal headliners were also Pink Diamond headliners previously, right? So I was like, are we just going to get the same?
exactly. A
headliners
lot's changed
every
in the
season?
past week, with my opinion on it
Yeah.
too. Like this
Yesterday's
set,
drop blew
between
that
this
out of the
set,
water.
between now and the Christmas set was peak. Like, are we really going back down this route again? And
Yeah.
since that Christmas set, now I'm like kind of back to like, okay, I like this direction type.
I'm actually shocked they didn't include a headliner like a Bill Russell or like a Wilt Chamberlain or somebody of that nature with that set. I'm just shocked they didn't do it. I don't really care that they did.
It's one of the few times that, you know how 2K sometimes, like, when they get criticism, they go in the opposite direction, right? And I think this is one of the few times that just went perfectly. Because people were kicking off going, like, we're just getting the same cards. And they went, right, we're going to give you 12 players from 50 years ago that no one's ever seen.
Dude, my grandpa was hyped when I told him about this set. He was stoked. He doesn't play the game, obviously.
He said what?
74.
But like, told him about the cards?
He was stoked. I was telling him what we got in the set, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I used to watch him play back in the day."
Oh, you talking about the game to your grandfather?
Yeah, I was telling him like, "Yo, we got all these dudes."
When I'd rage and he heard me cursing at the game, he would laugh.
I was talking to him, and I was like telling him,
"Man, we want to see him."
No, he's not. Okay. Dude, he was. He used to watch Dissinger play all the time back in Ohio, dude. You know what I mean?
I mean, if he plays anything like Luz, I don't think we want to see him play in six.
Does he know how to box out?
Probably. He's all about fundamentals, as most dudes who watch 1950s basketball are.
Has he got an underarm free throw?
Oh, I'm certain he did.
W, get him involved.
He's got the sickest mustache.
I believe.
Yeah.
Runs in the family, that surely.
Yeah, my family's full of mustache aficionados, 100%. And I know that's shocking to everyone.
What were we talking about? Larry Bird?
This
is challenging.
You know what I kind of wanted? You know what ties into that, which I also kind of wanted to talk about, was the debate me and Josh had. Well, everyone really versus Josh about Tim Duncan, because I think we were all wrong. I think
Tim Duncan was good.
He's a
Tim Duncan and Dr. J ended up being very good. Dr. J was what caused everyone to be wrong in that situation.
Tim Duncan was pretty damn good. No, let's not. He's pretty.
I don't think he's a top 3 at his position.
I don't know.
What's his position?
I'm pretty sure that's what I said.
Teams. He's powerful.
I run him at center, and I'm having a ridiculous amount of success with him.
I think he's good. I think he's better than D-Rob or Tim or Kareem.
I sold Kareem because Tim was outperforming him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man, I mean the proof is in the pudding.
Okay, but
the thing is, Jacob is right. Josh was right. He's way better than we gave him credit for.
I don't think he's that good though. I'm almost certain what I said is he won't be top 3 at his position, and I don't think he is.
Hey man, you made
it's closer. It's closer than we argued, but yeah, I mean you could.
Yeah, he's also not. I mean, he's also not like trust me. This card will not be in your lineup, Jazz, in 3 weeks. I
think the problem is, I think he's better at center than he is at power forward. Because I like a power forward who can move, and he can't really move. But at center, just to grab boards. He's like a low skill card. Like, he will get you boards, he will box people out, like, without having to control him. Just because of the badges and the build he has, he just impacts the game, I think, more than Green.
Okay, so then here's the question. I think we're all in agreement that Bird needs to be updated now.
Yes.
Regardless, do you guys think Tim Duncan needs to be updated?
Tim Duncan doesn't need to be updated. I think
it would benefit them to give him a jump shot on quick. I think if they're going to go out and update Larry Bird, I think there should be at least a small update to Tim Duncan. And I mean, realistically, I personally think all of the trophy cards should receive an Evo update of some capacity if we're going to go that route. I personally would like to continue to hoop with like random trophy case cards, but I think if you're going to do Larry Bird, you got to go ahead and do Duncan and Julius Erving as well. Maybe not juice them to
Patrick
the moon.
Ewing. Patrick Ewing's release on very slow is kind of ridiculous. I think.
Yeah, just go ahead and juice the releases up. You don't have to give them endgame SIGs or anything, but like take a couple badges that, raise them up a little bit. It doesn't really matter. Couple little skill boosts. I mean, realistically, most Evos don't really do a whole lot anyway. So just make them go +4 in like 3-pointer or something, and then give them a quick release. That's like all you have to do to make people happy.
I agree. And then also too, they set the precedent last year with the level 40 Evos, which was cool, but I don't think they should wait that long to do the trophy case, because let's be honest, if you've done the trophy case, I'm not sure how many of you guys total have completed it, but if you've done that, man, like I feel like everyone needs it. Yeah, like I feel like if you've done that, like you deserve it. Like you deserve it. Like completely.
My view is like if you want to go hoop with Pink Diamond, Brandon Jennings, you should be able to do that. Put an Evo on him. It doesn't matter.
So here's my thought. I've done it. Have you done it, Jacob? Have you got Bird?
I'm 3 pieces away from getting Bird. I can like finish it up this afternoon. Yeah. I was gonna do it yesterday, but I was like, okay,
I wouldn't be.
I'm not playing. I didn't finish it because Bird wasn't gonna play in my qualifier lineup, and I was like.
As someone who's done it, and did it quite quickly, like relatively. I got him a couple of weeks ago, right, which is probably quite a high pace. I've got mixed feelings about this, to be honest, because the people that got him around the time I got him really put in the work, right? So for us not to like receive the benefit, say they update him day 1 of season 4 and they simultaneously drop a bunch of easily accessible pieces to the point where the whole community gets them in 3-4 days, it will still leave that taste that it was genuinely pointless getting him early. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be happy that the card gets updated, but there's still going to be like a bitterness about it that I had to work so much harder than everyone else.
Well, yeah, and at the end of the day, the real grand prize of the trophy case was Dr. J and Tim Duncan, not Bird. You know, that was the real prize. It was the other two Dark Matters. I think Splash brought up a good point, is they should have just flip-flopped Bird and Dr. J, and then no one would have said anything. And I do agree with that. If Bird was the walk-in for the East and then Dr. J was the grand prize, it would have just made a lot more sense. But that's not how they did it. And they don't even, I'm not asking for them to give Larry Bird. He's already got good badges stats, obviously. I'm not asking them to give him Steve Francis size up from the trade escape. Just throw his shot on quick.
That's literally
change
how
his
I
leaner to
presented
normal.
it to 2K.
Just put a shot on quick and turn his leaner to normal. And even then, that still doesn't make him better than Tim Thomas. That doesn't make him better than a lot of cards, honestly.
He
but
doesn't.
This
is how I phrased it. He doesn't need to be the best card in the game, but he needs to be a preferable small forward in everyone's squad that has it.
Just give him like a +3 on speed, like a +5 on driving dunk, like just a couple random things here and there, and then boost his shot on quick, and nobody would complain.
I will say that the time to update him was any time before today.
I agree.
That's what I will say, because I think if you were going to run him in quals, like if you were grinding for that card, you were grinding for that card to run him in quals. That's a big reason that you would have done it.
Yeah.
I agree.
So I think 3 days, like 3 days is too late. That's all.
It really depends.
Okay, so if they
they
do make him update, then they might as well just update him so that he's usable in the last qual. So just go ahead and give him everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Might as well.
Right.
And then it's not like it affects much, because how many people have Bird? Like 0.005% of the player base has them.
Everyone's gonna have him in 2 weeks, bro.
Yeah, I guess it really comes down.
Open season on this stuff.
It comes down if they're going to focus on the trophy case again for season 4, or if they're going to focus and shift, like, you know, the rewards for modes. That's, I guess, what it comes down to. If they're going to go and go at the trophy case, which I think is a really bad idea at this point, but, you know, whatever.
I think
then you have to.
Too.
Yeah, you have to update Larry Bird at that point.
I'm curious about Med's opinion on this, because I know he doesn't engage in this stuff, right? Like, we all know that. What's your thoughts on the trophy case when you saw it? Like, what was involved in it? Like, what was your reaction?
I'm not gonna lie. Right off the bat, I knew I wasn't gonna do it. I just knew, like, because like that. I always like the only time. So I did domination 2K15, and then I didn't touch domination ever until 22 for the Draymond. And that was for content purposes, but like just playing, trying to get the cards and stuff. I'm out on like the offline cards. Like, just give me Obi, give me Mo Bamba, give me Shea, some budget cards. I'm good. And also, like, I feel like now, even if I wanted to, like, I have 0. So like, how am I gonna start now? Like, you know,
you have not even a pink diamond.
Nope,
nothing.
Shoot,
man, it's, you know what's crazy? I probably have like the pieces for it. For like at least 1 or 2 of them, like just chilling in the pack thing.
Yeah.
But you can't pay me to play domination, bro. There's no, I can't play
AFK. Don't want some throwing the next game. AFK, man.
So I was gonna say, Med, you know, how about Jeremy Lin at the very least?
Man, he's gonna have to understand, man.
If you can't get Jeremy Lin, then you know you can't get him to play. If you can't get, he would have had Lin by now. If you can't
get
him
what, I didn't even want to lock in for him because he didn't follow me back on Twitter. But you know what? I'm gonna let it slide.
You are so petty. Why would he follow you back?
Because I'm sick.
He's sick.
Right, one more flex. My dad met him and he commented on my Instagram post.
You know what? I'm tired of it. No, he has to go. He has to go.
Apparently he's met every NBA player.
Every NBA player. You didn't meet LeBron.
Yeah, you didn't meet Greg Ostertag.
Speaking of players that DFS is about, I think I might flex for you. You met Donovan Mitchell, right?
I did.
Yeah, cool. All right, well done.
Right, so you being funny because we're like,
cool. Well done.
Is that
what we talk about Donovan Mitchell?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's talk about it. I mean,
yeah, I would love to talk about moments because moments are the most important thing in the game.
We know a lot of the same people, man. It's actually crazy. Our mutual people, like, and I'm.
You're talking about actual Donovan Mitchell, right? Yeah, go on.
Who don't you know?
It was cool to talk to him because I think he recognized me. He had to put it like I've seen this ugly dude on Instagram before. Like that, he had to really think about that for a second when he saw me. You know, that's probably what went through his head. But no, it was cool, man. And I would definitely want to talk about his moments card because 71 points. I mean, that's historic. So
It should have been in the Knicks jersey. It should have been in the Knicks jersey.
If you guys
We
would have
almost
just
had a player
paid,
that good. Like that's
We got
crazy.
fleeced. We got fleeced.
I mean, you've had a few years of almost having a player that good.
Yeah,
No,
you
no,
could
no,
say
no,
that
no.
every
Seriously,
year,
no.
realistically.
This was the closest though. Like he legit wanted to be in New York. Like he made it very clear he wanted to be in New York.
Go New York, go New York.
Bro, he's from here. His dad works for the Mets. Like
He was
that
at
was
the
crazy.
Mets
No.
game, bro.
Forget about the trade.
The
Forget about the trade. I
Mets.
need Phil Jackson. I need Phil Jackson in jail, bro. Because I love Frank Ntilikina. I'm gonna root for him forever, bro. But like we could have drafted Donovan Mitchell. Like why did we draft Frank, bro?
Phil Jackson got a
Phil Jackson needs to go to
C in his
jail,
hands.
bro. Like I don't. It's bad, bro.
He got
Frank's
a C
actually
in his
great. You guys
hands.
just ruined him.
We ruined. Leave. Get off. Hang up.
I love to say
bro.
inflammatory things about the Knicks. It's like a pastime.
No.
What do you
Phil
get
Getting
Jackson
fired
has
up
to
too.
see-
It's crazy because like I'm starting to like get a little fired up. Like damn,
Yeah.
we almost got Donovan.
what do you guys
71.
think about the card itself? Like, have you guys used it?
Oh, he's
You
a
guys-
dog.
I like it.
I
Yeah,
made
he's
a
my bench
video.
point guard until
made a
Bob
video. He's
Cousy
a
came
dog.
out.
He's a dog. Pick and roll, Donovan Mitchell. And like I forgot how good his diamond was.
Yeah.
And then when I used his opal, I said, damn, this card was and like he's 6'1, but he's the man, yo, he gets some crazy block animations and
He gets snatch
he doesn't
blocks.
feel
Dude.
like
It's
it.
crazy.
Yeah, he's nasty. I actually was starting him in my unlimited run, and he caused a few rage quits. I love that Donovan Mitchell card. I think I'm gonna keep
No,
it.
I'm a huge fan of the Donovan Mitchell card in general. Just the core concept of it. Like, I know Jazz is looking at me like, oh God, here we go. We're talking about moments again. I can see it in your
I'm
eyes.
here for it this week. It's been 3 weeks. I'm
But
here for it. Let's go.
and they're not the most important thing in the world because I do have to say, like, 2K once again, shill mode activate. The holiday event was
Make a
really
buzzing
tight.
sound.
Yeah, I did. I had to activate it. The holiday event was really good. Like it was perfect, I would say, honestly. Like for a player like myself, they were not mode locked like they normally are, which was super tight. I didn't have to go get blocks on Triple Threat Online for no reason. Sick. Love that. You could just get it by just playing whatever you wanted to do and just accumulating stats. You didn't have to do anything
Yeah.
specific.
Agreed.
So I was willing to not hold the lack of moments against them, but we're seeing some kind of historic stuff happen. So it's nice that they're kind of rolling out the moments like faster and more efficiently now. Like Lowry marketing came out of nowhere. No one expected a moments card. Granted, you could argue he's not even better than the Diamond, but whatever. It's besides the point. It's
You know what's
just-
funny about the Donovan one? That 2K had literally been back in the office for like an hour, right? By the time content drop came round, right?
Yeah, I
Like,
have to
from their
assume that
Christmas
was
break.
planned, you know, a little
So,
bit.
so we hit content time, whatever time that is for you, is 4 p.m. for me. I think it's 11 Eastern, right?
Yep.
And already Twitter went off like a grenade, right? Where's Donovan Mitchell, bro? I was like, they've been at work for an hour, bro, since December the 23rd. Like, you need to give them time to get their feet under the desk. There was no scenario where that card wasn't coming, and then was it 20 minutes later?
Yeah,
there
it was
it was.
about
It came
Yeah.
right at content time, and then marketing came, I would say, about 10 to 15 minutes after content came.
Yeah.
Like Luke said, nobody was expecting marketing. I wasn't.
no.
But even though he had a big night, I would vote for him for most improved player of the year.
It makes me sad.
Yeah, there you go. You
That
know,
marketing
I-
was
that
like giving
both bad.
Jacob work in that first game today.
Oh
Wait,
my
can I
goodness,
say-
dude. It was making me so bad. You
Can I
know,
say
bro.
something about the Luka?
I was on DVG stream, and all we were talking about for your whole game was that your opponent's Diamond Lowry. Like, it was wild.
dude, it was crazy. I'm happy they gave him a card though. He's been going off. That's another thing too. He's 25 years old, having a breakout year, most improved. We need to start giving up on players when they're like 22.
I think
Thank you.
the Bulls just ruined
people do that. What
I think
I was
that's
going
what
to ask
happens.
Luke, how do you feel about the fact that Lowry's come so good?
Well, if you've been following Bulls basketball since 2000, you'll know that anytime we have a player and we get rid of that player, they thrive elsewhere. That's what they do. This is what we do. We're essentially just like a holding pen for like potential talent. Like you come to us first.
You're the waiting room?
Yeah, we're the waiting room. We're the waiting room for all-star appearances. Like you come to us first, you wither away for like 4 years. The whole fan base says horrible things to you, and then you have things to prove, so you go elsewhere and you shine. Elton Brand, Jamal Crawford, Ron Artest, Lowry Markin. I could just keep going.
And
And then if we keep you, you're destined to be horrible. That's just how it goes.
while we're on the topic of moments cards, I just want to talk about the community crying. Like, okay, Luka definitely should have got a moments card. Let me just clear the air and say that. He definitely should have
thank
got
you.
one. He definitely should have got one. I'm
We
gonna say
appreciate
that.
you clearing the air there.
But no, I just want to make that very clear. He definitely should have got one. But people being genuinely upset about it annoyed me because everyone, when he got his pink diamond, literally complained about how bad that release is, knowing the Opal probably would have had a lower three-point rating because he didn't shoot that good from three, would have had a slow release, and y'all would have complained about it. So for you guys to sit there and complain, shut up. I'm telling you, shut up. If you would have complained after you got Luka about his release being slow, shut up. Yeah, he wasn't gonna get a quick release, even if it was
I will say though that people kind of got their flowers because Cincinnati people are loving that release right now.
Luka on quick.
Yeah,
Loving
it's
it
very
is a
quick.
stretch, but it's good.
It's people are liking it, all right, not loving it maybe,
People
but
don't
they're
hate it.
enjoying
There
it.
goes your Luka. There goes your Luka. There goes your Luka. Everybody, enjoy.
Yeah, but he doesn't play point guard.
So what if he plays point guard or not?
I like Cincinnati's Powell though. Also, I love his name. What a sick name!
It's a great card.
I said Cincinnati Powell on stream yesterday.
I say it all the time.
That's a little bit of a meme. Maybe not enough to run on the DFS meme squad for Jazz's tournament. Free shameless plug for the tournament, but at the same time, Cincinnati Powell was pretty funny. So
I
yeah,
know I
man.
can't use him either. He's got a pretty spotless past, unfortunately.
He's got no record.
Yeah, he's got no record. I'm sorry to say, so he doesn't make the
You mean a
cut.
checkered pass? That's what you mean?
Yeah, no, he has a spotless past. He doesn't have a checkered past, so he can't be on my team. It's unfortunate. I looked up every single player. I'm sure Bob Cousy has done some things, but I just can't find record of them.
Guys, can
I
I
hear you, Jacob? You're muted.
Yeah, one thing you mentioned in your video, Luz, about how Bob Cousy looks like he smokes cigarettes. He definitely did. He was actually
He's the
endorsed
Kent
by-
cigarette spokesman for years.
Yeah,
They were
he-
healthy for you
next-
back then.
Yeah, back
Doctor
then,
recommended. Number
now
one,
players
he said.
signed to Nike. Back in the day, they signed to Camel. Just different times, man. Different times.
Oh, they were good for you. Just
Yeah,
to be
Bob-
clear, they're no longer good for you. Just in case
They're
I encourage
very
that.
bad.
Wait, guys, real quick. I'm sorry. I just want to shout out somebody who actually supports the podcast.
This is
Who
going to
just
be
qualified.
random as hell. I could tell.
I'm sorry.
already,
No, seriously, I'm sorry.
Go.
No, I just seen it. D Combs just qualified. He came in third place, I believe, on Xbox. I want to give a shout out to him because he
Sick,
definitely
dude.
supports
That's
the
a W.
podcast and a good friend of mine. That's a W. Just want to say that real quick.
Who else qualified today?
Grassy, Ty again. Like a
Ah.
book kid, some guy named Asian Boy. I'm not familiar with him.
That's
Jen-
G Mars. That's the
Jen-
number one Carlo troll.
G-Ball's
sick.
qualified.
Yeah, G Mars qualified.
Wow, okay.
Amar
Well done.
qualified. He's from England, so
He was
he's an
number
EU
one,
guy who
actually.
got in.
Amar qualified?
Yeah.
Isaac. qualified.
Amar Isaac qualified. Who else
Shout
am I
out to
missing?
Amar, man. It's about time the UK got some rep.
Yep.
That's a big W.
He was actually
So-
first on PS5, which
Are you
probably the
guys
hardest
familiar
place
with how this how the tournament works? Okay, so I have a question, right? So I'm looking at the Xbox current gen ones right now. Obviously, I see Ty. He has already qualified, right? He got fourth. Now he can't re-qualify again. Obviously, his seeding can just be improved. Now, does that mean the person who got fifth is now able to have they qualified?
Wait,
No,
thought
I think he
didn't
qualified on that
current-
system for the first time, no? Or
Yeah, he
did
didn't qualify on current
Okay,
gen.
okay, but I
That's
just
fine.
mean hypothetically.
No, but if he
speaking,
did,
like,
yeah, they would move up.
Yeah.
5 would move up to 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's
That was
that's
that
something
question
I've
is
wondered
yes.
for a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seeding
So-
never seems to matter much in the tournament, too. By the way,
No, it doesn't.
One thing, and I believe I'm correct. You guys can fact check me, but one thing that I hope works out better this year, and I know we talked about everything that happened today, and I am, thinking about it, but with it being in person this year with the finals, that's again since day 20. I think we were all asking for that last year, especially with some of the stuff that went on.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to seeing whoever might be in the qualifiers and who comes in the championship. I think that's watch in person.
Then the Our Team Live performance that will happen during it too, obviously, will be great. Also,
We'll
we'll be there for sure.
We should rock up outside and set up a tent.
Don't even tempt me because I will do it.
Yeah,
Well, outside of
It takes place in California, right?
Yeah.
I
that
will
where-
get a ticket. I'll do that. What?
Is it?
Jazz,
Does it take place
give
in
me a hoodie.
California? Is that a
Hook me
thing?
up with an OurTeam hoodie. We get a little tent, a little table, and I'll go live on Twitch from my phone. And we'll commentate.
Nah, we'll record the podcast outside the venue.
Yeah,
So,
we'll do that.
It's going to be
Yup.
tight when security comes and tells us to leave halfway through.
I'm like, do you know who we are? I'm like, do
You
know
don't own
who
the
we
road.
are?
We can do what we do.
And we're like, do you know who we are? That's what I'm gonna ask him.
Yeah, you think Carlos Hollywood? Just wait till you see me outside the event.
There's one thing I want to touch on really quickly before we wrap up is I want to talk about the locker code, the Pink Diamond locker code at Christmas.
Yes.
Usually once a week I'll talk about something that triggers me, and this is one of the things that triggered me, but not in the way that you would think. I was really annoyed with the feedback on that locker code.
Okay.
I was really annoyed. So the feedback was that it was worse than last year
Ridiculous.
because last year was an option pack.
I just think it would have been
swear to God,
good
that's
if it.
like
No,
the
I
worst
don't.
take.
I don't think it was worse than last year. The players were significantly better. I don't mind that they were unauctionable. I just wish it would have been a choice pack. That's all I care.
I agree. Would have been better as an option pack,
That's
but
it. But
to say it was worse than last year is crazy. There
No.
was 3
What I'll
cards in
say
there
is-
that will make most people start squad.
I would
White
use
Lonzo.
it for it. Yeah.
No,
If you're a skilled ball dropper like myself, it is an option.
What did you
pack,
just
'cause
call yourself?
Oh my god.
What the hell is that?
A skilled ball dropper. I don't
Okay.
even want to get into that, but all right.
Okay,
yeah.
Jazz.
Look, I'm
Jazz
26
claimed-
years old, man. I've been down. I've been around for a while. So.
That annoyed me even more.
It's
But
an
in
option
this
pack for me,
podcast,
man.
I've heard-
I saw the locker code. I see what people were saying. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go get Dwight. Walked upstairs, wait till the ball went over to the left, right where Dwight was. Hit button. Doop, 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 doop. Right
Oh,
to
yeah,
Dwight.
skilled ball drop. Mm-hmm. There you
Yeah,
go.
skilled
Skill
ball
issue.
drop, man.
I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
Dwight as well. I might be
Did you want
confident.
Dwight?
Yeah.
It was an option pack for you then. Same for
Exactly,
me.
yeah.
It was an option pack for me.
It was
man.
only not an option pack if you wanted Lonzo.
Yeah, if you didn't believe enough, it wasn't an option pack.
If you
Well-
didn't believe in that.
My gosh, I wanted to ask the funniest question, and I don't even know. I don't want to get this. You know, I'm gonna ask it anyways. I think it's a pretty good question.
We can just cut
We'll
it.
find out eventually.
How long? How long do you have to be dropping balls to be considered skilled? at doing it?
It takes years to master a craft.
Yeah, look, man, look. If you got your first experience with that in the 2000s, before 2010, if you got your first dabbling in that experience before then, you probably got it figured out by now. From what I can tell,
Jazz,
you
looking at me like this.
This has been the most sus podcast by a mile. I think ever
You
since I said
started
maths
it.
debate, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say you started it.
You got the ball rolling.
But I will have to agree with Jazz though. I think the discourse on the locker code is a little intense. I'm typically one of those people that irrationally freaks out about these things, and even I really didn't care. I was just mad because I got Clay and I want Clay. But like
wanted
it was
Lonzo.
from player perspective, outside of Clyde Drexler last year, every single card that we got for Christmas was garbage.
Yeah.
To say the least, at the point we got them. Clyde was still usable. And I mean, you could get away with running Moses Mullen, I guess, but like
Not
realistically,
for
they
very
were,
long.
yeah,
I mean,
they
you could
were
still
all
run
pretty
right now.
bad, but people are still using the cards that we got from the code. At
your
this
boy
point.
was in there, Jason Kidd, last year.
Yeah, he was.
He
He's
could
out
definitely
here.
play on that criminal squad.
Yeah, if we started the tournament last year, that pink diamond would
Jason
have been
Kidd's
different.
really a criminal. Wow.
Oh, he did it all back in the
DUI
day.
enthusiast.
Yeah.
Well,
Man, did you
domestic
at least
abuse
put the
mixed
locker
in
code
there?
in?
Me?
Man, yeah.
Yeah. You know,
Oh, you did?
I,
Okay, good.
I got Draymond. So
Yeah, I was gonna
that's
say you
fine,
got
yeah.
F.
I think a lot of
Draymond
the
and
Lonzo.
Lonzo.
hatred for the locker code came
Keep
from
him away
people
from
who
the
got
pool, man.
Draymond.
Keep
It's
Draymond
literally
away
just
from the
I
pool.
would have taken anybody else. Like no disrespect to
I mean, you
Draymond.
played
but, like,
domination
I
for
can't
him last
do
year.
handoffs to like people to shooters and stuff in 2K. It's not gonna work out the same.
Yeah, you don't want your pool closed too early. You know what I'm saying? With Draymond on the court, so
I feel like we talked
Watch out
about
for
this
that.
in relation to locker codes before, but like I hate the limited time 250k locker codes with a burning passion of 1,000 suns.
You know what's funny
Skill
about
issue.
that? Is I
I
presented
better.
one today.
I know you did. I watched it. I seen it.
Still not the worst thing you did on that stream. Gassing Trey Young is an all-timer. That is
Explaining
forever gonna be
Riz
in
is
your
up there as well.
She asked me.
She did.
I didn't bring it up.
Can I put you on the spot now, DFS?
Go for it.
I want to see if you can do this. Yeah?
What's up?
Top 5 things about Trey Young. Go.
Did you watch the stream?
No,
Pass sack number one, no
asking you
question. 95 pass sack, man.
Pass
Come on. He's slinging that
That's one.
thing. Come on.
He's what?
Can we do it as a group? Do you think we can come
Yeah.
up with 5 things? That we like?
I
Okay.
love his player model because he doesn't look like he's supposed to be there.
Looks like he got off the school bus.
He made it to the NBA. That's the only good thing I can say about Trey Young.
He
made
has
it to the NBA.
he has Limitless, which I mean you can say that's a bad, it doesn't mean anything for him. I get it, but he does have it. That counts as 2.
I swear to God, it's the first card without a green window, bro.
That's fair.
Yeah, his green window
I
is non-existent. Non-existent. You know what? DFS, I want you to do? Load up with him right now on rookie and green 5-3s back to back with him. Let me see.
First card ever with limited range. I swear to God,
I
that
really
card
do
is-
feel like he has the most inconsistent release in this
Yeah,
game, which is
I don't know
weird
what it
because
is.
last year his release was so consistent, so fire.
There's a little I know there's this one little trick that makes him shoot better. What you got to do is
Fade.
equip your home court to Madison Square Garden.
Oh,
and then the green window will open right up.
Oh,
God.
Okay.
I'm off.
All right.
What did you just say, Jacob? Say it again louder in the mic. Say that again louder in the mic. You just said equip it to what? Madison.
I don't know.
He
Forget
said
it,
what he
man.
said. He said what he said.
Now, you
Speaking
know what's
of-
so crazy? You remember his amethyst card from earlier this year? I
Yeah.
swear the opal's only bad because I did challenges with the amethyst. I did not have a problem greening with the amethyst.
Bro, that
None at
flash
all.
Trey last year was one of my favorite cards of the year. Like,
Fantastic.
I actually
I don't
genuinely
know.
wish he was like similar to that
I
card.
think the opal is literally like bad. Like it's the opals because like I used the amethyst and I was able to green with him to get
Right.
challenges done this year. I don't know what is up with this opal, but he is on one. On one.
DFS, we didn't really answer your question. Talk to us about Kemp. What's your thoughts on Kemp?
Dude, he's good for me, man. I was having fun with him today, on stream. And I understand that's a situation where you could say, oh, you could speed up his shot release. I never used a diamond. So I know
Right.
that was a popular card.
He was in my lineup for ages.
I could run him at the 4 or even the 5. And I like to pick and pop. Now I'm giving you guys a scouting report for the tournament. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to run him. Of course, I'm running Chuck Person instead. But at the same time, Sean Kemp is fun to use, and I'm glad I got him. I'm not
Guys.
saying he's a perfect card. He's missing some badges. You could go ahead and scrutinize him and say that different stuff, and I get it. I think he's totally fine. The requirements were not that bad. Yes, we had to go online, but I was just hoping for no win streaks. I tweeted about that, and I'm just thinking like, okay, was the grind worth it to get Kemp? For me, the answer is yes, and we still got time to get him.
Jazz, you forgot about something.
I agree with that, by the way.
I'm gonna remind you. because I know
I
you weren't
agree.
gonna remember.
Cheetos and pickle juice.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
I
you
got
go.
it written down.
No, I thought you forgot about it. I thought
No,
you
no,
No,
forgot
no,
about
no.
it.
It's
You
here.
are not
It's
getting
written
out
on
this
my
call.
hand.
I'm not worried.
Not
I'm not
getting
worried
out
about
this
that.
call without
It's
that
not that
being
bad, by the
We'll
way.
discuss
Jazz.
it right at the end, you freak. We're gonna
Here.
discuss this.
Let me say one more thing about Trey. I played a game of clutch time yesterday in order to get Kemp, and I beat a guy with Tim Thomas with Trey Young. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but I
He
said that.
probably was AFK. Probably was AFK.
Well,
Tell the whole story. Tell the whole
But-
story.
I mean, I've played 2 players on my server that know how to use Tim Thomas, so I believe it.
I've beaten Tim Thomas a couple times. I played a guy in Unlimited who was back to back who was using him. I made him quit, and then I made him quit again. I mean, Comp FS, baby. What else do you want me to say?
I told you you're
Sounds
better
like
than you think
bully
you are.
FS. No, bully FS. That sounds like bullying to me. That sounds like online bullying.
He be
Bully
flossing
FS.
dudes sometimes.
It'd be
He does.
Can
flumping
I,
dudes.
can I speak on Sean Kemp real quick?
Yeah.
I know. So I think it was Liz mentioned like speeding up his jump shot and his SIGs aren't really comparable to the other power forwards that came out yesterday, and I get that for sure. But I think he's really good.
He
Just
is.
kind of overshine because we got 2 S tier power forwards yesterday, and Dolph and Bob Nedelicki. The only thing I'll say is like historically, every level 40 has always been able to get every badge except for season 1 Stephen Curry in 2K21. Every other level 40 card has been able to get every badge in the game or any badge in the game that you want to give them. For whatever reason, they didn't do that for Trey, and then they fixed it, and then
Yeah.
they let him get any badge. So now you can put Anchor on Trey if you want, like whatever. But
It helps.
yeah, it probably would, honestly. But like with Sean Kemp, he can't get Limitless, he can't get Agent 3s. Like he's technically a part of level 40 and everything. So like if they just let him get every badge, so then I could go ahead and put my Limitless, Agent 3, what else? There's like 2 other key badges. I think it's Challenger and Glove. Yeah, Challenger and Glove, and then Hyperdrive and Handles, or Hyperdrive and Killer Combos or something like that. Then all of a sudden it's like, okay, this card's super legit. Like he should be, because he's like technically the level 4.
No, because his release is great. That Romeo
Langford
like
he's really the level 40 here, right? Like Trey's just troll. So like just let him get every badge. Let you put any badge on the game just like you can with every other level 40.
I wonder if they will do the same thing and just do what they did with Trey and
just open it up. I feel like if they it's like something they should do though, because people are putting badges on their camps already, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's like something like that's kind of something you want to hop on straight away, like right when
I agree. Like I think Kemp is good. He's just not cracked. I think we're so black and white in the
power
community
forwards that came out yesterday. If he could get every badge, then he's up there, like for sure. Since he can't, he's kind of in that next tier down. And then also since we got 2 really good power forwards yesterday, that drops him another tier. So like I kind of see him as in like that 3rd tier, because he can't get badges. The next tier up can get badges. The tier after that's like Dolphin.
I mean, if that pack drop didn't happen yesterday, he absolutely would have been starting on the bench. Because like I said, I run Tim at the 5, so my options at the 4 are AD, Bam, and
I don't see him comparable to AD. I think AD is considerably better.
Kemp is better than Bam.
Do we even talk about Bam?
They do different things, so it's really
better.
hard to compare them. Like Bam is not good overall, but if you want a defensive power forward, if you want, he's not good for like the way I play. But like if you want a defensive power forward, his shot's horrible, Josh. Like
you said he's not good overall. You say he's not good
He's just a defense. He's just a god. He's the best defensive player. His
he's not. You're not crossing people with Bam at a bio though. Like he's a 3-and-D guy. Yeah, he's a 3-and-D power forward. And he's solid.
Well, that's the thing. If that's what you're looking for, my power forwards don't need to cross anyone, but they need to have quick jump shots, because I shoot out the corner with my 3s and 4s pretty much only. So that's why I love Dolphin. What's his name? Because like they're just spotting up in the corner.
AD's baited as well.
It's a play style issue. I mean, AD is baited. That's why I don't like him either. That's why I love Dolphin Bob, because they're not baited.
Didn't you like AD before these cards came out?
No, I said he's the most overrated card like 3 days ago.
I
still played him. Because he's a great card. He's a great card, but he's just like the type of power forwards I want are like the Bobs and Dolphs of the world. Like a quick jump shot at the 4 is perfect, because all the 4s do for me in my offense is sit there and watch the pick and roll happen and then catch the ball and shoot it in the corner if they're open. So like all I want is a quick jump shot.
I think it is a playstyle issue. I think
Splash, Nike, they all run the same thing. You know, they all run quick jump shots at the 4 if they can get them. You know.
No. I mean, I run my pick and roll with the power forward and center. I actually stopped starting Patrick because of his slow release. He did everything else I needed him, but because it's slow.
Do you like to pop with your 4s then? Because
I pop with my 4s, and I pop with my 5s, and I pop with my 4s because I feel like a lot of people expect you to roll, so like I get a lot of quick pops. And being that Bam has an easy release to shoot, and they're like a little close on defense, it kind of speeds up. So I do kind of anticipate that. That's just me though. I just feel like
I just think Bam's shot's pretty bad, honestly, especially compared to like Bob, especially, you know, or Dolph.
So in relation to Bam, I guess we could cover the Christmas event in general, right? Like
I need to know if Med has done. I need to know if Med has done this, because this is literally you turn the game on and you get a player.
I don't know.
I'm like three categories away. Like, but I didn't do like all the players that I did get. I got like naturally, so that's good. Like that's how, for me at least. I know like I'm kind of weird. I don't do the offline grinding or anything. But like, if I could just play naturally and get the cards, like that's good. Like that's a win.
What is Med playing naturally? What is that? What does that look like?
Just unlimited. Literally just unlimited. You won't see me playing.
What's your record? You sweat? What's your record? You unlimited sweat?
Oh, I'm a little ashamed of it. It's actually good, but like I played so many games, I'm just.
You'll still Bob Josh though.
He's gassing OB topping. I don't reckon it's good.
No, Obi Top. No. Obi Toppin's like, come on, bro. Like, I don't think he's leaving my lineup anytime soon. I'm not gonna lie, and it's not even like biased. I just play
I like
good with
that.
Obi Toppin.
See, that's why we need
Then
Spotlight
I'll-
Sim pack so you can get another Obi Toppin.
That's
See?
exactly.
glad you
Yep.
mentioned
See, we're
that.
on the same page. We're on the same page.
Wait, he didn't. Wait, what's the record? What's the record? Don't skip past. What's the record?
No. That's staying in the vault. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll tell you mine. Med's probably a sweat. He probably got like 5 losses only out of
Over
No,
under,
no,
is
no.
it better or worse than the Knicks?
Wow.
I mean,
Wow.
like I played more games than the Knicks in real life. I probably how many games over 500 are we right now?
Well, like
Like what?
4.
It's
two,
over that. It's
three,
over
four?
that. It's
Okay.
over that.
So you're
Alright,
better
yeah.
than the Knicks. Okay, good.
I'm glad
Well,
you
I
said that, Med.
mean,
I like how you were ashamed, but yet better than the Knicks.
Med back in 21, back in them early Med videos, I've seen that with OG limited records. You were like 50
you
or
could hoop.
I was trying to be good, bro, for no money spent videos, and
Then he
And then
stopped trying to be
as-
good and got 500,000 views on his videos. What did we learn?
Yeah, we
Stop
learned-
trying to
we
be good
learned
at this
something.
game.
Stop trying to be good at the game.
Stop
dude.
trying to
You'll
be good at
thrive.
the game. Yes, that's what I learned. Just be mid.
What
Be
are
mid.
you trying to
Because
say,
you didn't
DFS?
have to use the previous card to get the next card. So somebody like Med can hop in
Also
there
huge, yeah.
and go ahead and get
Yeah.
Michael Red and get Michael Cooper, DeAndre.
You just
Ayton.
love that Michael Red, huh?
Yeah, man. He's
Things
a
go
Spurs
crazy, bro.
legend. He's. I mean, come on now.
Glenn Rice is where it's at, though.
You can get Glenn Rice. You know, you get Stockton and Beal just by playing the game.
Don't you say Stockton is dog. Oh my
Whoa,
god, that card
whoa.
is bad.
Stockton
that card
is the best
didn't say he
AFC
was
point
good.
guard in the
That
game.
card is so off. Oh, he is horrible.
Let your
He is
CPU
awful.
handle Stockton and tell me he's bad
Oh
again.
my
Let your
god,
CPU
bro.
handle
He's
Stockton.
so bad, man.
Go
No,
play
Stockton
a
is
domination
bad.
game and then throw
Who
Stockton in
plays
there. And
domination, dudes? Who plays domination?
you're gonna
'Cause
have
I
to
don't.
go get Julius Irving.
But yeah, I AFK it if you didn't know already.
Yeah,
so.
use John Stockton. I
not loading
guarantee
up.
he's
No,
gonna get you
Shea.
15
It's the
steals.
Shea
I'm
show.
dead serious.
It's the Shea show. Shay's gonna do what I need him to do. It's the Shea show.
He's not gonna get steals.
Yes, he does it all.
oh,
Shea's
it was
everything.
bad. I played an unlimited game and I underestimated John Stockton because I was just walking the ball up the court and whoops, my bad.
Stockton is a monster.
But that one, I'm not gonna lie, that one might have to be cut. But I underestimated Stockton because what's it called? I was walking it up. I had Kevin Porter Jr. at the one, and
That's the problem.
first quarter, I'm not even kidding. He probably just plucked him like 6 times, and then ever since then, he's my backup point guard. It was insane.
Wait, why
I've
did you
never
let it
seen-
get to 6 steals for you to realize this
Well,
guy's
I didn't
gotta sit
think.
down?
I didn't think. Okay, like 1 time, okay, 2 times, okay, 3 times.
No,
Okay.
3's not okay. No, 3
Maybe
is you
sometimes
getting
up.
to the bench.
Something's up
no,
with
3
3.
you on the no 3 you going on the bench after 3 turnovers.
Yeah, but
That's
Stockton
not
does
point guard.
that to everybody, though. He is
Not
the
to Shea?
best. No,
Not
he
to Shea?
yes, he does. Yes,
no,
he
not
does.
my Shea. Not
Oh
my
my
Shea.
God. Okay,
KPJ
I'm sorry.
don't
You got a
get
special
unpluckable,
god tier
So
Shea.
like, I'm sure he was really going through it because KPJ don't got unpluckable. You can give it to him. But
Is that what it was? Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
something-
exactly.
I'm not
what-
gonna lie, I
KPJ was
put
getting
cards-
points like crazy too. I was saying the same thing.
I'm not gonna lie. I put cards in my lineup like, oh, it's Kevin Porter Jr. I like Kevin Porter Jr. You know, he's
What's
like
not
a
to like
bootleg
about
James
Kevin
Harden.
Porter Jr.?
He's like a
he
bootleg
really
James
is
Harden.
good for an amethyst point guard.
Yeah,
he's really
well,
good.
now I'm gonna plop unpluckable on him.
I
Yeah, there
love
you go. We
Kevin
just
Porter
said-
Jr. He threw a bowl of soup at his coach. Like that's so sick.
Whoa.
Didn't J.R. Smith do that?
That was JR.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, they both did it. Kevin Porter.
Really?
That's
yeah,
why he got kicked off the
yeah,
Cavs.
Cleveland. Yeah, he got kicked off
Yeah.
Cleveland.
JB Bickerstaff had 2 different bowls of soup thrown at him. Which why are people drinking? Why are people eating bowls of soup in the
J.R.
locker
Smith
room?
threw the bowl of soup. J.R. Smith threw the bowl of soup at Damon Jones. You
Oh,
can
Damon
look it up.
Jones. Okay, whatever. Another.
I mean, the fact that 2 bowls of soup were thrown in general is kind of what.
Yeah, if you go to the Cavs facility, there's signs up that say all hot liquids are banned.
Yeah, like what happens?
Seriously?
Like you're just after the game, they have a person come through and just serve soup. Like, what's the issue there?
Yeah, where are they getting all this soup? Like,
Yeah, I'm confused. Like they just have a little chef in the corner of the locker room serving up minestrone. Like, is there an Olive Garden in there?
All right, I've got 2 subjects left. Is there any other cards anyone wants to talk about? We got Steph. I'll talk about Steph a little bit. He's my starting point guard.
Honestly,
I've
we
got
just kind of
Donald as well.
blasted right
we
through
could
the
pass Steph.
fireworks.
Steph's not that important.
I'm going to talk about Steph because
Steph's not that important. Mid Steph.
all the wannabe comp dudes, and I don't mean the actual comp dudes who actually are correct when they say this, right? I mean the wannabe comp dudes, which is like 80% of the community, right? Like they will tell you that you can't run Steph because he's going to get posted up by Magic every possession. But from my experience so far, I'm 44-7 in unlimited this season. he does get posted up by Magic occasionally, but I knock down a three pretty much every possession going the other way. It turns out three's better than two, and you win most games. Steph could also get a stop, bro.
Grusty just qualified.
Yeah,
running
he just
Steph,
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
he
the most underrated card in this game right now, and it's not
besides
close.
Bob Cousy.
Well,
Richie Goran's probably there with him.
Jazz, with cards, I do want to give Bob Pettit a shout out because I feel like he's better than he looks on paper. I was going over his stats and badges yesterday, and I'm like, I don't know how good this guy really is, but his jumper is great. And again, I got him from the limited option pack for another Hawks player. So I said, you know what? It was going to be Rex Chapman, but I have Donovan Mitchell. So I was like, whatever. But Bob Pettit is better than people give him credit for, and he might be an option from the limited option pack. I know people are going to be sweating for the ring when this is in the premiere, but want to give him a little shout out.
Can we?
It's weird. Let me touch on the hype thing. Really, the hype thing is. Were you going to say the same thing? The hype thing is
I was
wild.
not.
It's wild to me right now. We're literally at a point where it's like, this card's 6'3", he's unusable. He's 6'4", Dono, gassed, starting
It's
point guard.
January.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
I don't get it anymore. I know wingspans are different. I know Steph's got a shorter wingspan and everything else, but he's also got incredible defensive badges for a point guard. Like I'm so bored of the hype meta in my team. It is the most boring thing about the community. If I hear one more card is incredible because he's an inch taller than another card who's garbage, I honestly, I can't hear it anymore.
Also, I feel like height doesn't even matter in certain cases. Like Thurl Bailey looks bigger than 90% of the people that are taller than him.
Yeah, at a comp level it matters. At a comp level it genuinely matters. But I'm talking about like the gremlins that go on Twitch streams talking about this stuff that are clearly getting bopped every day and unlimited. Like, sorry, hemorrhoids.
Here's what happens: a card comes out, and now we're at the stage, and people do this all year. They automatically look for a flaw in the card. What's the first flaw that they can find on the card like that? And for me, I had a lot of success with Donovan Mitchell online with the diamond, and I'm loving using the opal. So it's a matter of what's the first flaw? No, I think of, okay, what does this card do well? Or maybe what does he need? And I don't know. Like Jeremy Grant, he's an afterthought now. When it comes around to limited, I have the most stooped Jeremy Grant, and I'm running him in the tournament again.
You just giving out your whole team, huh?
I am, man. It's already out there.
It's on Twitter, yeah.
I just don't get it, man. Like there's legitimately 100 comp people in the world, right? If you are Splash, he says there's 3. But like realistically, there's 100, right? These are the people that are gonna see that benefit of that inch on height or that inch on wingspan here and there. Like these are the people that it really matters. I don't understand why anyone else needs a cracked squad. Is it just like
it's not even that, I don't think. I think it's just like one of those things where everyone thinks they know more about the game than they actually do.
It's just ego, right?
Yeah, because I mean, like realistically, it doesn't matter, dude. If like Med wants to go run Kevin Porter Jr., but everyone says that like he's not 6'8", so you can't run him. Like, okay, who cares? Like, I'm not playing for money, dude. I don't care. I'm on the unlimited streets. I'm gonna leave if I'm down 15. I don't care.
If my unlimited record was 7-44, it would make no difference to my life.
No, none, zero.
All I'm gonna do is
you're not gonna roll up at the club and see some like foxy women and then be like, "Yo, I am 296 and 32 and unlimited in 2K23."
Yeah, no. I'm not about to lose 44 games and win 7 and unlimited. I'm just not about to do that.
But I swear to God, people are using cards that they're worse with. Like,
I would be miserable.
Jacob said something interesting. When he was picking his 250 squad, because he had Kazi, I think, right, at shooting guard, and you were like, "Should I run Ricky Davis because I'm more comfortable with him?" Like,
that's a good question.
How many people think like that? It's automatically Kazi's the better card. Slot him into my lineup. That's who I've got now. Whether I could do anything with him or not. So what I said about Tim Thomas, I've played 2 people who can even do a drag back with Tim Thomas.
Yeah.
You know how many times I've played Tim Thomas?
A lot, probably.
There is no difference between Tim Thomas and Bailey Howell for 99% of the people using that card.
No, I mean,
what I'll say about the height thing is like, it's a weird one because I didn't really see anyone do this until like probably in like 2K20 because there used to not be position locks, right?
Yeah.
So back then, for whatever reason, even when there wasn't position locks until about 19, people would always run short point guards. The only thing I'll say about that is like growing up, playing basketball, I myself was an undersized guard, so all my favorite players were all also undersized guards. Brandon Jennings, Steph Curry, like these are the dudes. Like when I played in high school, I'd watch them and be like, I want to go be like them. So I want to use short guards, but they are at a disadvantage just because of the way the game is. And I'm looking at this, for instance, like Bob Cousy's a 96 pink diamond and Penny Hardaway's a 95 pink diamond. They're both point guards and they both have almost the exact same number of overall stats. Penny actually has more, and they have the same number of badges. If you're a 6'1" point guard in January, I feel like you should have more Hoff badges than a 6'7" point guard in January who is the same overall. Like just give those short give people a reason to look at these short cards and not say, why would I use Bob Cousy over why would I not use Penny over Bob Cousy when they have the same number of stats, same number of badges, and one's 6 inches taller? Like try and give those shorter point guards just a little bit more so that people have more of a reason to use them, because I want to use like shorter point guards myself, and like I think everyone's just kind of sick of playing Penny, Magic, Simmons.
Yeah, it's so boring, bro. It's so boring. It's so like limited to the mode. Right, I'm going to ask Med one question because I know he needs to go. I know he's been called for something.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Are you? I can
see
you like bending someone off.
Nah, yeah, don't worry about that one.
There's a question I wanted to ask you before I get to the final thing, which is me roasting Josh. I want to talk to you about the whole my league versus my team create a switch thing. You are someone who's killed it, right? You've made that switch and are killing it. What do you think of the fact that a bunch of my team creators went over there, had like minor success, things obviously didn't work out in the long run, they're now back on my team? Give me your perspective of it.
I mean, for me, it's just something that like normally when a 2K comes out, like my league's the first mode I boot up anyway. Like it's not my team, it's not my career, it's the first. Like I've sunk in like thousands of hours into my league, like because I'm just like a basketball junkie, like an NBA junkie, like I'm an addict. So it's just something like, oh god, okay,
lose. You better cut it out, man.
Okay, but yeah, it's something that I just do. Like if I wasn't like making a video on it, I'm just gonna play it anyway. Like because I love the NBA and stuff. So I mean, like it did work out. I didn't expect it to work out like that. It was just again, like just part of it too was like out of like necessity almost, because for like the first few weeks of the games, like for me, like when I'm doing my team, I like to make teams and stuff, but we didn't have cards, or if we did have cards, I would have to grind for them. And it's just like first like 10 days of like the game dropping, like, it was like a positive reception, and like I'm only one person, so like who cares about what I have to say? But like it was hard for me to like make a video. So in the meantime, I was making those because, it's an offline mode. As far as people switching, I mean, like, it's like, people should just make whatever they want. Like, it's not, I will say, like, I've never seen a lot of people switch. I've never seen, like, I've been watching 2K stuff for like a decade. I've never seen like a lot of people go from one mode to the other. But like, who cares what I think? Like, people should just make whatever they want. And if they enjoy it, stick with it. That's all. I think the best thing that somebody could do content-wise is, if you're playing the mode that you would play anyways, it's a gold mine. Like, you're good, I think. Because then even when it gets tough, like, you're still going to do it anyway. Like, it's not like I'm going out there playing, I don't know, like NHL or something, and like, I'm like going to quit on it. It's something that I would do anyway. So, I mean, like, I've talked to like Toddy, Evan, like, like they've tried out my league and stuff. And, obviously, I'm rooting for them. Like, I'm not like, I do think like it was just, the only thing is like, it was a little like strange. I never seen it before, but like, I don't have any like strong opinions or anything like that.
Yeah. It was a wave. I mean, it just was what it was. Right.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just my bad. I cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. You were creative with it,
Yeah. Those videos are outstanding.
That's evergreen stuff. If somebody wants to watch Shaq, that's, I don't know what these
evergreen stuff. I love that.
That's like Shaq is like 11'8". I don't know what they do, but like that's stuff that people want to watch down the road, man. And I think I told you the first time we were on, man. It's been fun to watch the lyrics, the Babytron, all that good stuff, man. It's been fun, and it's cool to see you do both. But obviously, you know what you're doing with my league, and it shows that you were into it. You booted up. It's
He just
the best
knows
player.
what he's doing on YouTube, bro. This kid, bro. Like, what
No,
the hell, man?
Med has more potential than probably anybody I know.
Yeah.
Currently, I mean,
And I think
like-
everyone would say that. I think
Man,
everyone
yeah.
in both sides of the
I mean,
community
I know a
would
lot
say
of
that.
huge creators from over the years, that I know pretty well and everything. I've been
Flex.
around this for a long time. I mean, come on, Luz. I did a video of Chris Move when I was 14. I'll bring that up any opportunity I get.
Did
Man.
someone
I
get on you
know.
about that the other day? I saw
Someone in the
something-
chat. I already know someone in the chat. Here we go again. Yeah, but no, I know.
That's exactly what I was thinking
All I
of.
just want to say is that I'm not saying it lightly. That like I truthfully think that is like if you just keep doing what you're doing, man. Like you're gonna one day be like, unbeatable Jacob. Imagine me sending him a DM back because you're gonna be so Hollywood and so much bigger
We'll
than
have to pay him to come on the
any.
podcast.
Yeah, you're gonna be doing
Yeah.
paid
No,
appearances. and that's so
I'll
weird.
remember what I will remember about Unbeatable Jacob is when he said Joe Wallace was better than Randle. I'll remember that.
You should
yeah.
remember
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
You'll
definitely
remember that in
I'll be-
5 years and be like, man, they were right.
I'll be sitting front row, Julius Randle's Hall of Fame speech, and I'll just
Right.
be like,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Next to Josh. Right next to Josh.
yeah, right next
I'm
to
starting a
Josh.
rumor. I'm starting a rumor that you did a career sim video of the two and never uploaded it because you
Yes.
couldn't get it to work the way you wanted it to, and
Yes.
Gerald Wallace kept winning.
Don't let him take us out like that, man. Don't let him take us out like
I'm
that.
definitely I'm
Okay,
just
in their
gonna- I'm gonna
defense,
tell
Jacob,
everyone.
like Jared Wallace is broken in 2K for the most part, so like it's probably not going to go the way they want it to.
I was gonna tell people, yeah, Med tried like 7 different times simming it, and every time Gerald Wallace was just dogging Randall, so he never uploaded the video. So we're just gonna run with that.
I mean, look, if there's one upside to the Pistons being terrible, it's if they get Wemby, like I already have it planned. When Wemby gets drafted, 30 seconds later there will be a video in your sub box. So it might be on the Pistons. It might be because we're gonna know from the lottery.
Terrible.
You're
Yeah.
gonna run a Wembanyama versus Randall career sim. Just
No,
to make
no,
them-
I don't know. Like,
I'm pretty sure
So-
someone already did the worst first best. Never mind.
Can we get a Star J Barrett video? Like, can we see
Nobody
his-
wants that.
No one
Who's
cares.
going to watch
I want that. I want that.
Star J
I love
Barrett?
RJ.
Quick
Med
poll.
works the YouTube algorithm. He ain't putting RJ
Would you
Barrett
just-
in the title. It's
What'd you
just
just say, Jacob? What did you
good
say
point.
about Star J Barrett?
Bro, that's just disrespectful to the Starberry, man. That's a real Knicks.
That's a
all-star
real
right
Knicks
there.
legend,
That's a
for
real
sure.
Knicks legend. Yeah, that's
Man, that man's a Chinese legend, bro. He's a New York legend.
He
Star J
lifted
Barrett.
your team up while you were the most in poverty.
He lifted
You're
my
gonna
team up when I was
disrespect
still getting
him?
my diapers changed. I don't care about that. I care about the now. I care about the now.
Here's
I
my
will.
question, you guys. Okay, are you excited to see Wembanyama in my team? Yay or nay?
No.
No,
Bro, we've
no,
seen him. We've
no.
seen players like him before, like Taco.
Yeah.
Okay,
Taco would
like,
I'm
He's
surprised you guys all
Yeah.
just said no straight away. I think that this is gonna be huge once we
I don't
get
think
him
it's
this
gonna be
summer.
huge though. I don't think
It's because
so.
I'm a hater and I won't.
I think we've
have
seen
him.
it before.
It's gonna
though.
be big for the mode because it's gonna draw people in. Like
Yeah.
he is hyped.
Yeah.
He's gonna have that Zion impact, right? The
But we
LaMelo
know what
impact
to
is
expect
great.
with him.
He'll bring
But
people
we-
to the game. He will do that. But
You guys
I
do
think in terms
realize-
of the card, we don't know until we see the six.
No,
Just wait till we get a point guard Wembanyama at the end of the year. I swear.
Bro, I
Just wait
would
for it.
literally like start fighting devs, bro. I'm not gonna lie, they can't do that. I would start fighting
They've
them.
given
He comes
us
out as
point
an
guard
end game,
Kristaps,
it's
right?
gonna be
Shooting guard, I
wild.
think.
Porzingis got a shooting guard card. I remember.
Yeah.
In 2K20, yeah.
Yeah.
The new ball
I
has
did-
a
I did a
shooting guard
gameplay.
card.
Yeah,
Well, Big one had one
2K21.
last year.
Taco had one too.
Yeah, and I don't want to see that though. I'm tired of it, man. It's a
You're
headache.
gonna see that.
I know it's a headache to go against.
So
man. I
I'm
don't-
not really too concerned about like by the time that we get next packs this year and he's in them things. For one, that's going to be a huge hype selling moment for the mode. Like when 2K puts out the tweet, use Victor Wembanyama in my team today. That's going to put a lot of eyes on the mode because of course he won't be in the game through any other mode at
It's
that
gonna
point.
boom the game.
I'm
Yeah.
more curious to see how he is next year because
Yeah.
what are they going to make him bad at on day one? That he's fast, he can shoot, he's 7'4".
Whoa. Let's not act like look. He's good. He's good. He hasn't played in the league yet, so I don't think he's gonna be as fast as somebody like.
Yeah, but
he'll
that
be-
means nothing in 2K
Josh,
terms, though.
let me stop
Exactly.
you right
If they, no, I'm just
2K
saying
though.
like when they first like when I'm thinking about his first card, I'm thinking about like the Series 1 card. Like I'm thinking of that card being the first one. I don't
Josh,
think
how
it's gonna
good was
be
Bob
that good.
Metaliki?
Huh?
Yeah, he
Josh,
wasn't.
Josh.
Doesn't matter how good they were in the league.
No,
That's
let me
how
stop
it
you.
works.
No, I'm just
Let me
talking about
stop
from
you right
day
here.
one. What are you about to say?
Okay. Here's what I'm about to say. There is a TikTok with Giannis talking with Serge Ibaka talking about we've never seen a dude like Wembanyama before. Giannis is saying that.
I don't care what they said. He has to play in the NBA first. We're not gonna give him the Zion treatment. We're not gonna give him the Zion treatment, bro. We're not gonna.
He's been given the Zion treatment.
He has to play in the league first. Giannis said we never seen a dude like this before. Giannis said that, bro.
The cosign he needed. That's fine.
This isn't little Timmy on like a Twitch chat. This is like.
I'm not being a little Tim. I'm being realistic right now. I'm being realistic right now. Well, seriously, because dudes, y'all don't factor in injury. Like I'm not wishing it on him. Tall players are more prone to getting hurt. Like who? Shit, Holmgren hasn't played. NBA.
Yeah, but we're just talking about what's my team gonna do with him.
Yeah,
though.
like that's like a whole different topic,
probably.
And I don't think I necessarily disagree with you on like the actual like. Let's just like pump the brakes a little bit. Like I've heard some insane things.
I know he's gonna be good. I'm just saying, like I know. Okay, my team they're gonna crack out his car. I'm just talking about day one. I'm not denying that. Like
day one is the key though, Josh.
He's 7'4". That's the thing. Is
if he gets injured day one, it doesn't matter. It's not going to change the card we're going to get.
No, I'm
7'4".
I don't care about the card. I'm just saying, like, okay, the speed thing was the one that threw me off because I don't think he's gonna have that high of a speed, even though he's 7'4". I don't think he's gonna have that high of a speed. That's all I'm saying.
Well, we don't know what the game's gonna. We don't know what the game's gonna play.
Have you seen him play?
So,
yeah,
you know,
Jazz. Yes, I've seen him play. You think that's a fast? You think he's fast?
I want to end the podcast with the topic.
Oh, here he goes.
We are 2 hours in. You're exhausted me.
Here he goes,
guys. I want to. He set himself up perfectly for this. I was a little bit like remorseful for bringing this up, but not anymore. You know what? Screw that guy. Let's talk about pickle juice, Josh.
Pickle juice and hot Cheetos. I ate hot Cheetos and I dipped it in pickle juice. I did it one time. We spoke
about Evan Tanaka eating.
I did it one time.
Chicken fingers and Pepsi, and Josh said, "Hold my bit."
That's worse than chicken fingers and Pepsi.
Yes.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not, Jazz. Can't do it.
Cheetos and pickle juice.
No, it's not worse than dipping chicken tenders in a crispy Pepsi from the fountain.
Okay, let me add this caveat then. Evan 17.
I did this when I was 17. I did this.
I can't believe you got me defending Josh right now. This is ridiculous. I can't believe
you're defending this.
I will put the video. I was literally 17 when I made. Let me show you the video right now. I was literally 17 when I tried it, and I never.
I have to be objective as much as possible, and I have to defend Josh here. Like dipping chicken fingers in Pepsi is worse subjectively. Med, please do weigh in since you know Josh
right now to just give their thoughts on this. Go on, Med.
The Pepsi and chicken thing, for the record, Evan tweeted that one out. And as a joke, I said I did the same. I just want to put it out there. I don't actually dip chicken fingers in Pepsi. I was just trying to, get a reaction. And the reaction I got was DBG replied no. And I got ratioed. So that was fun. For the record, I don't, Evan, you lost it, man. You lost it. Pepsi. Honestly, I don't know. I'd take the pickle juice thing over the Pepsi chicken.
It's not that
bad. What are we saying?
No, there's just no way you believe that. So Jazz, what you're telling me is presented in front of you some chicken fingers and Pepsi, hot Cheetos and pickle juice. You're going for the chicken tenders and Pepsi.
I am not eating a soggy hot Cheeto covered in pickle juice.
No one said drench. See, that's the thing. You're the freak. No one said drench. You dip and bite. Like no one said drench. You'd rather eat a soggy chicken finger and Pepsi. That's what I'm hearing from you right now.
I'm not saying that. Okay, I'm saying I'm saying that the chicken finger and Pepsi is more strange than what Josh did. But what Josh did is objectively more gross. Okay, like from a taste perspective, in my opinion. But I have the palate of a 5-year-old.
You gotta. You would like that then. You would like the hot Cheetos.
All right. I think we've wrapped it up there, huh, Jazz? What do you think?
I'm distressed. All right, guys, have you enjoyed yourselves?
Oh, I did. I had a ball.
It was a good one. It's good to be back, man.
Appreciate you guys. That was a lot of fun.
Absolutely, but yeah, thank all of you for coming on. I appreciate all of you.
I'm a little disappointed because Zeke never showed up, but it's cool. Whatever.
He's right here. He's home from his play date and he's sleeping right next to me.
He's knocked out.
Yeah, he's knocked out. He had a long day of playing, man.
He had a long day, man.
We did see Katana make an appearance. She walked around in the background.
Yeah, she's chilling.
I appreciate it.
She screamed at me a few times.
All right, guys, keep an eye on my Twitter. The tournament's coming in a couple of weeks. I'm doing the draft next week as well, so the brackets. That's going to be fun.
I can't wait to get Ty.
Leave a comment right now. Go to my Twitter, drop it on the video. Let me know what your dream matches are. Let me see who you want to see match up. But yeah, that's it. Like, subscribe, all of that stuff. We'll catch you on the next one.
Peace.
Hashtag Wildmont is free.
Oh my god.
Damn.